Hey everyone, welcome to episode 39 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And I'm Kumar.
And as you can possibly actually see,
Hopefully you should be seeing.
if not, we sound like idiots right now. We've decided to bring the video podcast back along with a nice little chat over here.
It's taken quite some time to actually get this working.
It's been fun. It's been really fun.
Adding video onto something like this is kind of crazy. However, if you're joining us on iTunes, sadly you are still only getting the audio. So head on over to YouTube head on over to YouTube to check out the video version of this. You can find
Or
it on
just
the
keep
channel.
listening to audio, but there might be some jokes that
Yeah,
you
there
might
might
miss.
be
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
And if you're listening to us on iTunes right now, there's currently a Geometry Wars 2 game going on screen, so that's kind of intense.
We've got Kumar, who's pro. But
making-
I would like to add
Oh my
that he needs to stop hitting the blue things.
And instead punch Sompy in the face.
I'm down with this. We got it on video. Let's do this.
Fuck you guys. Oh, shit, I slighted 2 people today. I just realized that.
Can we, I have a proposition for you guys. Can we have a slap bet
No.
one of these days?
No.
As long as it doesn't include me, and it only
Have I
includes
told
Devin.
you guys that I've actually slap bet someone before? You know this, Kumar,
I do
because
know
you
this.
were there.
I can vouch for this.
Who'd you slap at?
We used to work with this guy named Trevor, and we're still kind of buddies with him, but
He's a good guy.
we were trying to arrange to go see a movie one night. I don't even remember what movie it is.
Was it a good movie?
Yes.
It was probably Twilight.
Yeah, that's just logical, eh? It had to be.
Anyways, I told him that it was on at a certain time because I checked the times at home, and he was like, "No, I'm sure that it's not on that time." And so he just said, like, "Slap bet." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, fucking whatever. I know I'm right." They had changed the times on the website since I had left home, so he checked, and I was standing there, and he was just like, "Uh-huh. I'm not gonna hit you today, though. It's gonna be at some point."
It was horrible.
And so the next day, in the middle of me speaking to a customer,
Oh, no.
cashing them out, he walks up. He's like, "Hey Dan, can I just?" And he just hits me. He just walks away.
He didn't even finish his
Just
sentence.
yell something like, go do stock, or something stupid.
No, nothing.
he didn't say a
just
word.
hit me and walked away, and the customer just started laughing.
It was so sudden. It wasn't even expected.
Oh, shit. Can you imagine if you were a manager just on the spot, like, all right, you're fired.
Oh, man, that sounds absolutely amazing.
We had a lot of fun
Never
at that
slap bet anyone again.
Dan, I'll slap at you.
No.
Do you not listen?
No, I do
Did you
something.
not just hear the moral of that story? Don't
Don't
slap
ever
bet
slap bet.
people.
Don't. It's terrible. So other than slap bet games, what have you guys been playing this week?
I got a good one for you guys.
All right.
I've been playing Mega Man X on the SNES.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was curious as to whether or not my Super Nintendo would still work.
You
And
make
sure
me
enough,
proud, Kumar.
the first game that was there. Actually, I got Mega Man X for I don't know, it was like my 10th birthday or something, alongside Killer Instinct. So
Oh,
I
shit.
popped Killer Instinct in as well. So I've been playing Super Nintendo games for the past week.
Hey, Kumar, 1990s called. You know what they said?
Give us a
Yeah!
Oh.
Man,
I don't
those,
know.
those
They
games,
want a high five because you're so fucking rad.
those games age so well. They're so easy to play.
I hate Mega Man.
I hate your fucking face.
Fuck this podcast.
I don't know what to say. I have
Do
no
you actually though? Like, do you actually not like? You're not a
Mega Man makes me angry.
I'm
but
not
it's
a
good.
Mega Man fan. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I really honestly don't like it.
I like playing those games just more for like the nostalgic factor more than anything else.
Like, I have my SNES and my NES as well, Nintendo system, and I have Mega Man, and I've never played
You
it.
just never got into it. Eh?
Never got into it.
They should make a co-op game called Mega Men.
And you play as multiple Mega Mans? Is that the idea?
You compete for Mega Manliness.
There's an idea. It's just an Olympic game.
There you go. He already runs jumps and slides.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
dashes.
He also jumps on dogs.
I don't think there's an Olympic sliding event. I'm reasonably
there,
sure.
there could be. We can
Now
make- we can
there
make one.
is.
But Dan, you don't know that there isn't.
Longest slide.
Do you guys actually watch the Olympics when they're on?
I watched them.
No.
Not passively. Like, oh shit, that's the Olympics going on. Okay, bye. Like that's
you don't
fine.
watch it passionately, which is like, oh shit, the Olympics are on.
Do you know what the best sport is to watch?
Which one?
They only have just added it at the
Women's
most recent
volleyball?
Winter Olympics. No.
Is it like Max Painting? You need
Oh,
you to jump through this window and shoot as many spectators as you can.
No,
In
it's-
slow motion.
It's snowboard cross.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah, I
shit's
heard
Have you ever
great.
watched that? It's
I have not.
four
What is this?
people racing down a
On
snowboard
fucking
track.
No way.
snowboards. Yeah, it's
at the same
phenomenal.
time, and they're like falling and tripping and
Did they
like
just add this?
falling over each other. It was only at the Vancouver Olympics. That's the first time they did it.
Oh,
Fucking phenomenal.
It's amazing.
that's awesome. So it's like motocross, but
I picture like somebody going down a mountain on a motorcycle and then backflipping off of it, and in mid jump like grabbing the snowboard and flipping it between like on their feet and then just sliding down like SSX style,
I'd like to spend.
and then shooting someone.
I would like,
like
to
shooting
spend,
a bird.
I would like
Oh my
to spend
God.
5 minutes in your head.
trying to figure out trying to figure out where these come from.
Yeah,
No.
like where the fuck did that one
snow
come
cross? No, is that what you said?
Snowboard cross.
Okay, so you said snowboard cross. There you go. Those are the words.
Yeah, it's a brand new Winter Olympic event, and I cannot wait to like
from? Watch it again.
avidly watch it during the next Winter Olympics. It is so good.
Forget the Winter Olympics. I'll snow cross for you this winter.
They're bringing it to like
Kumar, do you
the
snowboard?
desert.
Yes, I do.
We can snowboard.
And I'm gonna edit that out.
Devin snowboards.
So Devin just gonna make the motion but no sound.
Better yet,
Kumar,
loop-
Kumar,
loop
do you want
that.
to? What? Perfect.
I zoned out. All I heard is Kumar. Perfect.
That wasn't even me.
That was Devin.
That was
Yeah,
Devin.
that's
He's
what I
right
mean.
beside you.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
But
okay.
he said Kumar, and then I heard an inhale, and then
Oh.
perfect.
Yeah,
Where-
that sounds wrong.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Feels weird. Feels like there's this odd tension between myself and Devin.
I like this. I like this a lot. Do you want to come out BC with me? This
Sure.
You, like, I go every year.
Yeah, I believe you.
He already said yes, Devin. No,
Devin, you don't have to do any convincing.
You
He's
understand?
already
I go
all
every
in.
year. Why don't you want to come?
You've already made this.
Oh, this just got better. I like Kumar like a friend now.
Hey Dan, you want to go play SSX then? Show these fools what's up.
You can't actually see the happiness on my face.
That's what people can now.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I guess I can if I wasn't playing Binding of Isaac.
So that's something you played this week, huh?
Yeah, and Medal of Honor, Warfighter or Warfighter.
How is that?
Wait, did you
That's,
actually buy that, Devin?
Yeah.
Why?
I convinced them in class.
What's wrong
You
with
see
you
this
guys?
man's face?
Is it not good? I thought it was.
It's really good.
I can't see this man's face. I can't.
No, the man's face that I tweeted.
Oh,
Remember that
yeah,
picture?
okay,
I was like,
yes.
"Yo, this guy's face looks really good." And
Didn't
then
you-
Devin's like, "Yeah, let's go
Wasn't
buy
that a
it."
text message?
That was a text message. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Riccio, can't you just put that up on the video right now?
I could actually totally do that. I forgot that there is a video being recorded, and I actually took these screenshots, which are owned solely by Riccio, and I will try and do my best to throw it on screen. And this is the picture that I have done, taken.
I can't see it.
Is it the?
So-
is it
the
the
zoomed in
daytime
one?
It's not zoomed in. I don't have the zoomed in one. However, it's just a really nice picture looking of a man, and it is in one of the. That is weird. It is in the CG scenes, and I was just like, "This looks really good. Hey, Devin, you should buy this game." And he bought it
I got it for 40.
because he liked very nice looking CG men, and it was good. It's so
I like
far-
sports.
How do you? Well, shooting is apparently a sport, and you enjoy it.
I actually really enjoyed it. I started playing off with a 360 controller, and that felt really fucking wonky in that game.
Why are you used to playing on PS3 or
No, like I have my 360 controller now for
PC? I guess?
For PC,
Yeah.
I have the adapter, so I've been playing pretty much everything on 360 controller. It doesn't feel good with it. It feels,
they didn't get the translation done correctly.
no, it just does not. And Kumar, I'm gonna need you to stop hitting the blue things.
Fucking asshole.
No, it feels really it feels weighted weirdly.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really describe it, but I switched to a mouse and a keyboard, and
Feels better?
instantly
Yeah.
it was.
Did you have to change your
the-
sensitivity at all? Or?
I had the sensitivity cranked fairly high on the controller, and
Yeah.
it wasn't bad, but it still felt. It just didn't feel.
Here's the
good.
issue: was when you were aiming, did it feel like it had a little delay?
Yeah.
So this is what's weird is what I'm noticing with some PC games is VSync normally adds a small mouse acceleration delay to the keyboard and mouse, or just leaves the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that when you turn on VSync and you use a controller, it'll add that delay to the analog stick of aiming. So it'll
I
do like
hate
a
it.
half-second delay before it starts aiming.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. So they're with Medal of Honor. They have all these different breaching tactics that you can do, and the only way you can get different breaching tactics, some of them are just fucking dumb. Like the tomahawk one is just.
Yeah, all of them sound really cool until you do them. They're like, oh, he's just shooting the door. Oh, he's just attacking the door. He's just kicking the door.
He just hit
he's
it with a door.
crowbarring the door.
You know, hits it with the doorknob with the tomahawk. I was expecting something like Wicked, where he kicked open the door, threw a tomahawk in.
When you
Even
say
better,
tomahawk-
throws a shotgun at the guy. Like, doesn't even shoot it off. Just throws the shotgun at him and just like, what are you gonna do with that? That's too late.
When you say tomahawk, do you mean like the Native American?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a combat tomahawk
Yeah.
that he uses to like.
It's Medal of
smash
Honor
off-
Creed.
Smash off the.
I
door.
swear.
It's just like the doorknob though. It's not even.
Yeah, could you imagine if
something
Assassin's
crazy.
Creed 3 just like go up onto a wall and it's like, do you want to breach? And he starts tomahawking the door, kicks it open.
I don't know.
That'd be real dumb.
You don't have any taste in everything.
The thing that's messed up
Wait,
with
what
it though.
did you just
I don't
say?
know. Tasting something. I don't know. Tasting everything.
How do you guys feel about Assassin's Creed?
No, I'm still not done with hating on this one thing about the controller acceleration
Oh, okay.
because you have to get headshots
Yeah.
when you do breaching to get the different styles of breaching,
Okay.
and when you've got a half-second delay,
Oh wait, so you unlock the
yeah,
different?
you
okay,
unlock
all right,
different
yeah.
ones.
Every,
So
well, every breach you can shoot 4 people
yeah,
in the
shoot
face.
4 people in the face, and if you get those 4 people in the face in that breach, you unlock the next
and
one.
every breach is just nice enough to always give you just 4 people.
Yeah,
So just convenient.
Huh.
yes. So it's very convenient. But
Is it really scripted, by the way?
no,
Yes.
okay. Well,
Yeah, it's heavy.
Okay, sorry. Well, actually, finish up. So finish up with this first, and then we'll talk
I
about it.
replayed a whole bunch of breaches just to see if I could get different scenarios out of them, and they were different for me.
So far in the 2, 3... No, I played
So
the...
there were a couple where, one, you breach through a door and there's like a kitchen table around, or like just a table that 3 dudes were sitting at, and 1 dude's over to the far left. And as you're breaching, it doesn't stop time; it just slows it down as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get the character's move that you're trying to shoot. And so I redid that one because I missed one of the guys, and instead of having 3 people at the table, there was 1 dude at the far left side that was almost right behind the door that was being breached, 2 dudes at the table that were getting up, and 1 dude who was leaning over a counter, as opposed to 3 guys on the table. So it's heavily scripted in the actual like breaching, but I guess the character placement might be random,
Maybe.
which is good.
So far in the ones I've played, they've always been at the same spot, though.
Really?
Yeah, I've played...
Can I interject here real quick?
What's up?
Devin, you just missed it. Kumar got 0.
I was waiting for him to comment, and he didn't say a word.
I will give you
He
that
was too
one.
busy hating on Medal of Honor.
What an asshole!
I love the game.
I actually
by the way.
really like Medal of Honor. I like the way it feels.
It plays well and everything.
Yeah, it plays really well.
So how would you compare it to some of the other shooters? So if you are taking it
Straight up, just to like break it, just straight up say Modern Warfare compared to
yeah,
that.
and whether it be Modern Warfare, or whether it even be something like
Yeah.
along the lines of Crisis or
Yeah,
one of those
okay.
other shooters.
Honestly, I prefer the Twitchier aspect of Call of Duty in the gameplay.
Yeah.
But I find what they're doing in Medal of Honor
Is
to be,
it really is it basically like Battlefield 0.5? Like, is that,
It's pretty much what the single player is. If you played the Battlefield 3 single player, imagine that, except for Danger Close learned, or whoever did
Yeah.
the single player
yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
so, Danger Close made the whole game
Oh,
this time.
yeah, no,
didn't it?
Danger Close made the first Medal of Honor. Sorry.
Yeah.
So even the first Medal of Honor.
and they did this one too. It's
yeah.
a Danger Close
Oh, yeah.
production.
But I mean, Danger Close did the first Medal of Honor. But
In
they
the
don't-
first one, they did the single player, and then DICE did the multiplayer.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
in Battlefield 3, DICE did the single player as well. But imagine that, because this is full on the Battlefield 3 engine. Imagine playing Battlefield 3 single player, except for all the weird like scripted events that didn't look that great, or like the levels that felt kind of long, like a Battlefield multiplayer map. All that stuff made really well, almost
and
like like Call of Duty's kind of. They got it down to like the canned going through hallways and areas, but making it look really Michael Bay kind of crazy.
yeah.
In the Battlefield 3 engine, which means shit's flying everywhere awesomely, and there's physics and it's crazy.
And I will say the destruction physics are phenomenal. Like there's a
The thing is, in this one, stuff chips away, but you can't blow off a wall.
yeah, like that's what I mean. Like you can chip away at a cement barricade enough
Yeah.
to be able to expose a guy's like shoulder or something like that.
But nothing else beyond that.
And nothing else beyond that, which is reasonable with an assault rifle. You're not going to blow up a fucking wall with an AK.
Yeah, but
you will chip the shit out of it.
I could do it.
What sucks though, I think, about this is that the grenades don't blow away a wall and rockets don't either. Except
Yeah.
for what really peeves me a little bit and kind of shines a lot in the multiplayer, is there's no more bullet penetration. So let's say somebody's
At
in
all?
like no. So
No.
let's say someone's on a balcony. You can shoot between the little bars of the little like balcony railing, but if you shoot at the wood pieces, you're not going through.
No, it doesn't have that dynamic bullet pen that
That's really
I'm-
weird. That
I'm
seems like
usually
a
huge-
standard
yeah.
thing.
Like normally I was expecting like full on penetration, but this game just did not have full on penetration, and that's what I was expecting going into this penetrating game.
Yeah, you were.
But I just want one thing that's weird about the PC version that I'm worried about the console version almost is one of the levels was actually made by the Hot Pursuit people, or the people who make Need for Speed.
Oh,
Wait,
How do you
what?
feel about that?
Yeah. But what's weird is that the PC version, when you get to that level, and it's the only level that does this.
Wait, what?
like
Criterion?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I guess
Criterion's
it's
a
not-
good story.
I don't
They're
know
a
if
good
it's
studio, though.
They said the Need for Speed people, so I know they're the Need for Speed people now. I don't know if that's
I-
actually.
No, but there's the dudes that make Shift as well.
I think
Yeah.
I think this feels maybe a bit more like the Shift people because
Okay.
it's more confined and stuff. But it could be the Criterion as well. But anyway, the point is that on the PC version, it kicks you out of the game and
then
loads up another EXE.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like, yo, we can't do this in the DICE engine. So
Wait,
we're
is it
gonna-
a driving level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full-on
what?
fucking driving
So
level.
they just put it in another engine?
It
Like,
feel
what the hell did they do?
it looks exactly like the Battlefield engine, but it's like for some reason it cuts out and loads up a different EXE, and then when you're done with that level, it cuts out and loads in Modern Warfare again. Not Modern Warfare. Medal of Honor. They start with M, but
I wonder why they would do that. Like, that's,
But if the driving feels real good.
yeah, it does. However, it does kind of cheat a little bit because if you go straight up into a wall instead of smashing into it, it'll be like, oh, we're gonna turn you a little bit and now you're good. But some little things you can get stuck on and actually get hit and it'll full on stop your car. But it's pretty. It makes sure that it's not like, oh, if you're not into driving games, you're gonna like or you're not good at driving games.
You're gonna hate the shit out of this.
It's still pretty nice.
Well, Need for Speed has never been
It doesn't feel forced,
simulation
does
game
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Though.
Like if you were to hold W the entire time on the PC, let's say, and you just hit like sides like just a little bit to kind of turn, you'll probably be all right. You'll get through the whole level.
Is it forced, though? Like, does it feel like they just kind of tacked it on because they had to?
No, it feels really cool.
Yeah,
It's
they
actually just a little-
integrated it really nicely into the campaign. as
Aside from
to-
the
Yeah.
aside from the dual EXE load?
yeah, aside from the dual EXE.
Unlike a game like, let's say, I don't know, like I found like Gears of War, for example, you'd go into that like driving on a tank level or something in the ice,
Yeah.
and it felt like shit. It was like, oh, why'd they put this in? Well, in this, it's like feels good. It's keeps the
So
same.
maybe
quality.
loading that second EXE is
it's
beneficial.
It's worth it. It's just like, whoa, what's going on here?
yeah, there was a moment where I thought I crashed it, and
Yeah.
it was like,
Well, the thing is, it's actually causing crashes because it's like deleting the file or closing the exe and be like, oh, we're gonna open up the real, load it up. It's good. All right, now deleting. I'll load another video. Let's go.
no, but I thought
So-
like I meant like I actually full on crashed the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had that happen a few times. It's kind of weird on PC.
I like it though. I don't know. I'm pleasantly surprised, which is nice. Better than Darksiders 2.
One thing, one thing that Darksiders 2 did the better is the menus for sure. The ones in Medal of Honor are kind of weird. I think I was having an issue being able to Alt F4 out of a game. So what you'd have to do is hit escape, quit to menu, and from the menu
Yeah.
you go to like quit to main menu. To main menu you can quit the game.
Yeah, it's
When
wonky.
you're in multiplayer, you have to hit escape, go to spawn, do one of your like last options, which is like quit game, and you quit back to the multiplayer menu, quit back out to the main menu, which brings you to this fucking main menu, or to the single player whatever menu. Then it's like, what the fuck is get out of this game? Like it's just kind of like it's weird. And also it does use battle log for
Okay,
multiplayer.
okay.
I
So-
fucking hate Battle Log.
But you don't have to use it.
No, there's this new option. I saw this.
Thank
you can
God.
play through the game or you can do either or, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Relax.
not
Yeah, it's
fairly-
you double click on it. It's like
Oh
launch
my
game
God.
or play through battle log. So
I
that's
hated
really
Battle...
cool.
Like, I actually didn't play Battlefield 3 because I hated Battle Log so much.
really.
Yep.
But other than that, like I know it's kind of weird. It kind of sounds like we've been talking a bit of negatives about it. However, the game is really good. The story is kind of really. I don't really know what's kind
It's-
of going on other than
it's
it's like this
told-
one terrorist that's doing crazy shit.
It's told in a manner of like, here's the future, but the missions you're playing are
Well, no,
in the
it's-
past.
No, it's
And
it's
then
not future.
some
It's
of them,
current,
not like
current and past.
yeah, current.
So they
and
jump
past.
back and forth, I guess,
Yeah.
between timelines?
Yeah, and it
That sounds. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were describing the Battlefield 3 campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
pretty much. It actually goes with two people talking in a room, and then okay, let's go live it
Really,
up.
really,
Kind
okay.
of. Except
all
for
right,
it's not
well,
them being like, remember that time?
that's
It's just
weird.
like, yo, let's go back. But one thing that's weird is later on in the game, it's not really a spoiler. In fact, I don't know what the hell is going on. It's just like you finish a mission, it's really epic, and then suddenly a mission loads up that has nothing to do with the storyline. It's about a 30-second mission. You beat it, and it's just like, I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I was streaming, thank God, and someone was like, oh, this is their. It was at some point in the U.S. something happened, and they were reenacting that. And the thing is about Medal of Honor is they try to keep it as much as these are like real people, these are real events, this is kind of stuff that tier 1 people go through. So it was like one of those missions that's like, oh, this is something they do, but it was just thrown in the middle of the campaign, and it was just kind of like, oh, that's okay. It was really cool, but it was like, what? That story doesn't have anything to do with anything. Okay.
So it just didn't link up, I guess, with the rest of it?
Yeah, it didn't link up. There was nothing really leading. Well, what led into it is like we were talking about from Battlefield 3 when two people are talking. He looks at the TV screen and it tells you, it's like, oh, people are stranded in the ocean by pirates. And then he's like,
What?
oh, shit. And then like they continue their conversation, and that's like, you do that. There's like, other than that quick ass reference, there's no fucking leading into it. That being said, the game is still really awesome. Like, I know it's, once again, shitting on a lot, but it is really...
It's more technical things than the actual
Yeah.
story that we have issue with. I'm getting my perfect fix that I was hoping to maybe get from Battlefield. I'm getting from Medal of Honor.
It feels like a super tight Battlefield, like
It's-
especially the multiplayer is
yeah.
just like infantry awesomeness.
Do you think it's really similar? Like, is it almost too similar, though? Or
The multiplayer or game-wise?
no, just in terms of the actual, like, the general gameplay.
Yeah, like, does it feel like you are playing another Battlefield game?
It is, just because the animations are the same, proning, everything, like the hand, everything is like the same animations, except for a slight few other things.
Yeah.
However, Medal of Honor, the way their guns feel, there's definitely a bit more recoil, there's definitely a bit more kickback and all that stuff, so you have to manage a lot more stuff in that regard. It's not like, oh, I can spray in this direction while holding the iron sights and I'll totally own this dude.
That's exactly what I did the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, God, I got to really try at this.
Playing online, especially the first guns that you start off with, like if you shoot more than like a 3-shot burst, it's not that the game is going to be like, oh, you're missing everything. It's that you cannot, like, you were aiming at the dude for the first bullet, but the other 3 you're just off somewhere else. So it's kind of crazy. It's awesome though.
So they did a good job.
Yeah. But what's fun about the multiplayer and what I really liked is that you can join in, like, Battlefield has squads. This one has buddies, or like little, they're called fire teams, I guess, where you can join in with a friend, or no matter what, you'll get tagged with a second person. And what's really awesome is that no matter where you are, you can either spawn back at like a fallback, which is like a base, or you can spawn up on your buddy. And you and your buddy, no matter what, if you're near the dude, you can hit E on them, or X, I guess, in the console, and you can give him back all the ammo he wants. You can refill his grenades, and if he's hurt, you can heal him. But you can only do that to your buddy. So sticking near each other and calling out things, and if he kills somebody and you're nearby, then you get bonuses, and if you heal him, or if somebody's shooting your buddy and you kill that, then you get bonuses. So it really... I was playing with one other guy, and it was kind of really awesome because you get in this sort of covering each other's back and sticking together, and it really does help because it's like, oh shit, I'm hurt, heal me up, all right, sweet, throwing grenades, all right, I'm out. It's really cool. I don't know, it's really weird, but it's kind of...
Well, they've always tried to make it the like personal real life experience.
Yeah,
type
and
thing, so.
it definitely is.
They've done a good job
Yeah,
of
they
doing
did good.
that,
It's
for sure.
definitely one of the highlight things of that game. But there are like some spawn issues, like every first-person shooter. Like sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know why I spawned and I'm dead already," but it's still pretty good.
Is there telefragging?
Isn't that like knowing where spawn points are and shooting? Right?
No. Like telefragging was like back in.
Telephone. No.
Like with UT and like
Yeah.
if you spawned right, like you could actually shoot. There was something called a crap. I don't remember.
Oh,
what
the
it's
like Q button when you shot and hit right
yeah,
click to
yeah.
that thing.
And if you teleported on someone, you would literally kill them, and you
Yeah.
get the kill for it and everything.
Yeah, that was awesome. I remember that. But no, you can't do that. But sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm going to spawn with the fallback, and then there's 2 dudes in your base, because it just so happens to be the point that they're capturing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but in terms of game modes,
Yeah, but I guess that happens with kind of any
Yeah.
point-based game like
Yeah.
that. So
one thing that's cool with the game modes, though, is it tries to do the... You know how Rush mode had 4 or 5 points or whatever, and you'd move up, you plant a bomb, it would explode, you go to the next one? What they have in this one is there's 5 points. The opposing team has to defuse, has to attack. The attacking team has to blow up 3 places. But if the defusing, every time someone plants, if someone defuses, that point is null. It means, okay, you defuse it. Now you guys have to try to hit another point. And if they defuse 3, they win. If they blow up 3, the other team wins. Which is actually really cool, because you don't want to run in and plant it when there's a shit ton of people around and just hope for the best, because then that gives it to the other team. And it's, I don't know, it was kind of like, oh, that's neat type
yeah,
of...
that's an interesting
Yeah. I like it.
change to that kind of
Mechanic.
generic game type.
But no, other than that, it's pretty much team deathmatch and capture the flag, or the like conquest and all that stuff. So it's good. I like it. We like it.
General
I like
consensus?
it.
No.
You guys like it simultaneously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. But I wish the game had like some sort of co-op because you're always with like partners and fire teams, and
How is the multiplayer?
that's what you said. It's really good.
It's just all.
It's-
Like you think it's just all the same kind of thing in terms of what Battlefield did.
It's a lot smaller levels. There's a lot more.
But it's all infantry stuff. So.
Yeah, there's some. I think you can call in some vehicles. Like it does class-based stuff where certain classes will, let's say, some guy can throw out a UAV while another one can call in a mortar, or somebody can heal up your entire party. Or like there's a lot of. It's not bad. It's kind of wonky. I haven't played it with enough to know exactly what everything is.
Yep.
But I like that it's infantry only. The only thing that bothers me is that in Battlefield, you'd see like a building and you'd be able to like kind of sprint and jump and kind of pull yourself above things really easy to get to where you wanted to. In this one, there's a lot of invisible walls. So you're like, oh, I can totally get around this wall. No.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot.
Yeah. So,
They do constrain a little bit more.
but it's still really good. It's especially for being able to buy it for half off if you have Battlefield 3 Premium. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah. It's
Although you didn't get it.
I got it for $45
yeah.
off Green Man, so I don't know. I was nice enough to actually pass my little key to somebody else.
Green Man's awesome.
Yeah, it's muchos buenos.
Yes, but
Have you guys played anything else new this week?
Play more Borderlands.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through that.
No surprise, eh?
You've expressed your kind of
Apathy.
ness about that game. Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know. I'm very apathetic towards it.
I think that's too bad, but
It has not left me totally indifferent. The writing's really good, but I'm just kind of like, meh.
I think my point would be that I think you would need to play it co-op to really enjoy it. Then again, I know Dan, you enjoyed it.
I
and you
played
didn't-
it
yeah.
entirely single
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, same here.
So, but I mean, I think it's more fun to play co-op. So maybe that's what Devin's missing. I know you enjoyed it for the loot and all that crazy stuff. Or I don't know. Like,
Me?
Yeah.
No, I like the
You saw it?
writing and the
Oh, really?
story and
Okay.
everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah.
I the writing
I
was
almost
hilarious.
could not give a shit about the loot because I was just moving from the best Jacob's gun I had to the next best Jacob's gun that I had.
But did you keep doing the left trigger, right trigger thing the entire game? or-
Yes, the entire game.
Is that just like
And
the equivalent
Syl,
to quick
gave me a purple Jacob's revolver now that I don't use anything else.
So you're super
Nice.
happy?
Yeah,
Nice.
and like that game's, it's so good. I'm so glad that I don't feel ripped off by that game.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I actually played some of the DLC.
Yeah,
This
how
week.
was
yeah,
that?
yeah.
It's some more Borderlands, but the music is better
Okay.
because it's all like kind of piratey themed, and you're in the desert a lot. And there's this new
What?
skiff vehicle that you kind of hover around.
Looked
in
really
and-
cool to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you a question about the skiff vehicle. There's a turret on it, right?
Yes.
And people can just stand on it while you go.
Yes.
Is there any like, say one dude's on the turret, and you have two other people? Do they have to stand on it, or are there like points where they're like stuck to it?
I don't know. I haven't played.
Yeah, okay, right. Sorry, yes, right. But there, I mean, if you walk around it, there's no like.
No, you just it's like flat. You
Oh.
can.
Sweet.
It doesn't do that weird vehicle bounce thing like the other
Oh,
cars
yeah,
do,
okay,
where
good.
you like jump on it and you kind of just like bounce till
Oh,
it
okay.
gets you off the model.
Sweet.
You can just stand on it.
Sweet. Okay, that's awesome then. So you can move around freely while people are driving and going
Yeah.
crazy. Sweet.
So all in all,
Sweet.
good addition.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried it out yet.
And it's got 3 variants. It has a rocket one, it has a harpoon one, and then a saw blade one.
A harpoon.
Yeah, the harpoon. It like. Do you guys know the javelin gun from
Dead Space?
Dead Space?
Yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Cool.
So you can. It blows up after it stabs into things. So.
Had a quick question. I don't know if it's spoilery. They said they added another currency in that DLC,
Wasn't it like a pink weapon?
pearls or something.
I haven't seen them yet. If they did,
Okay. Well.
I've played a lot of it though, so I don't.
Okay. So apparently there's F something pearls or something that are I don't know.
I should,
I could be
I
wrong.
haven't-
It could be in another DLC that they're playing that then. But if you
I've
do
done a
see it-
lot out of that game. I don't know how much. Like I'm pretty sure I'm played 3 out of the 5 areas that they added,
Okay.
and I have not. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay then. Perfect. Other than Borderlands, anybody?
I finished
okay.
XCOM.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how
Holy
was
cow.
that?
Yeah, already? Like I guess you're already done everything. Yeah?
Well, that game is kind of meant to be played multiple times,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right? Like it's. I think I'm going to go back in on Impossible at some point and just
Ugh,
try and finish
so
that game.
Sweet. Are you an Iron Man it if you go on Impossible or?
I kind of basically Iron Manned it. I think it would actually be easier to manage saves
Yeah.
if I was Iron Manning it, because I ended up just using them like I did what I do in normal games with saves. There was only one point where I reverted back.
And what was the reason?
I lost a dude that was carrying the arc thrower. Because I only have one dude to level, and I wanted to capture an alien that was at like 1 health, and I was like, I'm gonna go back a couple saves to try and do this properly.
So correct me if I'm wrong. If you
I've lost. I ended up losing I've lost captains and stuff.
You didn't go back.
No.
If you lose someone, they're done, right?
Yeah, they're done.
You're not gonna get them back.
You get their items though. You
They're
keep their items.
totally dead.
Yeah.
Like
So just like
they're gone.
Crap. What's that other game? The game on the DS.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great game.
Speaking of Borderlands
Yeah.
and your thingy, do you want to go into that a little bit before
Wait,
we
what?
go farther?
What
Because
thingy?
you talk about Borderlands, now we're talking about XCOM. That
What?
thing? Never mind. Let's
What
wait for
thing?
news. Wait for news. The Borderlands iPhone thing.
Oh yeah, no, I want to talk about that. That's
iOS.
a combination of the two things we just talked
Yeah.
about.
Is it a universal?
No.
No, there's an iPhone version and an iPad
$4.99.
version.
Okay.
$6.99.
Yeah. So there's $4.99, and then you have to download this again. You probably should have checked that before you started.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Good job.
Just quit out or do that.
That's okay.
Anyways,
I think
I've only seen a couple screenshots of that Borderlands game coming out for
Yeah.
iPad. It looks really cool because I thought it was like a weird top-down shooter thing, kind of like Geometry Wars style.
Okay, how is it?
But it's
how
not.
would-
It's like a strategy turn-based thing where you level up the 4 original Vault Hunters and
is it actually strategy? I
yeah,
had no idea.
I think
it's like turn-based strategy.
on the picture that they posted from the strategy guide or whatever, or that leaked it, before they announced
It's not
it.
leaked. It
now
was
it's
an
announced.
exclusive thing.
Oh, okay. But you're used to seeing Borderlands where the first one was millions or trillions of guns and bazillions.
Oh yeah, this one's
and now
like
it's
thousands. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay. That's still good.
I still love you, Borderlands.
I have been playing various turn-based games on the iPhone and iPad. I've tried Mecha Wars, which is a lot like Advanced Wars on the iPhone, and then I've been playing the Magic 2013 game on the iPad.
Okay.
Turn-based, kind of slower games is what those systems were built for.
Nice.
That's
Oh yeah.
that's why I'm super excited for this because it kind of looks like XCOM, but with the Borderlands
Yeah.
look and feel to it.
Imagine this,
XCOM
one of the
gameplay.
characters dies, they're just gone. Out of the, just fuck all the lore that's tied to them. Just they're gone.
They're out of the game. It reinstalls your game with a.
Yeah. You go try to play Borderlands 2, it doesn't matter. That character's gone. Oh, you really like? Mm-hmm. No, it's gone.
They don't exist. They never existed.
But yeah.
But I'm super excited for that now because I've been playing a bunch more of the iPad lately, and turn-based games are my favorite games. And so I went from totally I don't even give a fuck about this game. It's gonna be $7. I'm not getting it. To seeing that screenshot with the title of the article being yo, it's a strategy game, and I was like, okay, yep,
Sold.
in day one. Why isn't this out right now? Why can't I?
I'll
God
take
damn it!
4.
Yeah,
But,
I'm excited.
You think who's developing it?
Gearbox.
It's
I'm pretty
Gearbox. It's
Oh, okay, so
yeah.
it actually, I was just saying,
It's
if
in-house.
if
It's not like
actually-
some weird knockoff studio.
Not
Brought to you by Zynga.
By
What
Game
the
Loft.
fuck?
Did you hear that? Is that in
Yeah.
the news that you opened?
No, it isn't. We should talk about that though if you
Oh
want to.
fuck, man.
Zynga laid off how many employees was it?
5%.
Oh, it was
or
some
something.
ridiculous.
It was
number.
3 offices.
Yeah.
Texas, somewhere else, and somewhere
Austin.
Wasn't it
Texas.
500 people or something like
Yeah.
that? I want to
Mhm.
say they did it purposefully during the Apple event.
Why
so
did they
that-
do this? So they could get some.
Well, no, so the news wouldn't get
Else.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Yep.
it did, and that they're kind of more scum than you thought they were because
Yeah.
they tried to hide it.
And they said they had to cancel. Was it that they had to cancel 75%, or out of that, 75% of the things they were developing or whatever has been canned?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
But
That's ridiculous.
That's such a dick move.
yeah, that's
Such a dick move.
That's really horrible.
Who? There was another studio that tried to do it during E3. Do you remember who it was?
Wasn't it part of 2K's weird shit, or
I don't
Was it
know.
I
wasn't-
I think it was.
I don't-
I think what happened is it was 2K that closed the studio, but it was no, we didn't. We just renamed it. Everybody, just wait. It's okay.
Oh yeah, they closed Marin or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
moved
And people were like,
to-
"What?" And it was no, don't worry. It was name change.
Yeah, but
People
it was
being-
during E3, which
Yeah.
made it seem weird.
Yeah, but I remember that being a misunderstanding, but it was okay. But speaking of somewhat iPad-y things and games we've played, I kind of wish that a game that I've been playing this week Cook Serve Delicious would become like something on an iPad or an iPhone
It worked well
or
with
some sort of
I
mobile
guess.
device.
Well, that game's on Steam Greenlight right now.
yeah, I'm hoping.
So we should kind of
And
plug that game
apparently,
That
if
game's
you also
great.
get it on Desura or get it from their website, they'll give you a Steam key.
if it gets greenlit.
Yeah, if it gets greenlighted, which I'm sure it will. I hope it will.
Well, I've already gone and voted and said I would.
I actually
because it's on
haven't yet.
Steam, so.
I'm a dick. I bought it, but I didn't do it.
Well, I guess you don't care now.
Yeah, you already own
I
it.
kind of do. No, but that game is. I love that game. What it
Do you
is?
want to explain what it is?
It's a $9
Well,
game.
we're gonna have a dry run.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
of-
dry run
of
of it, so
So
check that out. But it's a $9 game that you can get on Desura or from their website. I don't remember what company it is, but
isn't it just like a dude? Or something?
it's a dude, but it's like Vector something. or
Vector,
Like Vector
Games,
Graphics kind of thing?
Vector
Something.
Games.
No,
or
no,
something.
Oh, the
yeah,
developer, you
Yeah,
mean.
they have like a weird name.
Devin,
But,
just fact check that shit.
Anyway, so what you can do is you can go to their site and get it. What it is a restaurant sim. But however, that sounds kind of a crappy way to put it. What it is
Makes
that,
it sound like
yeah,
some
like,
weird
oh, I'm gonna
Zynga
click
iOS game.
These buttons and pull down tabs and stuff. What it is every
And you're gonna have to wait real time for
Yeah.
things to no.
No. What it is you pretty much open a restaurant for a day. You get to pick the menu. You start with like 4 items. You're a 0-star restaurant. And you make your way up to a 5-star restaurant. And
Vertigo.
Vertigo. There you go.
Vertigo Gaming.
There you go. It sounds kind of weird. I was like, well, that sounds like a blog. But then I clicked on it. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. Anyway, so what it is you are the manager, busboy,
You are
cook, and
everything.
like everything.
You're
so,
the sole employee. Of
Yeah.
this
You are a
restaurant.
slave.
So you pretty much stand behind a counter.
But
somebody
you're also
come-
the boss.
Yeah.
So that's kind of good.
So you stand behind the counter. Somebody comes in. They're like, "I want a burger,"
Or
and then
wine.
and then you have to like make the burger, or you have to uncork the wine and give it to them. And everything is time based. Like, yo, this dude's not gonna hang around for a while.
And it's
so
all
you-
done on the keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can do it with the mouse as well.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, but that's a slower way. So you have to like go and click everything. But what happened is like,
I wonder
say-
if it's still doable that way.
it
probably be.
is. It must be really hard though.
Well, you probably hit a ceiling during like,
Yeah.
the rush hour
Yeah.
stuff.
So what happens? Let's say somebody wants to have like a burger with like, I don't know, cheese, tomatoes, and bacon. First, you'd have to cook one patty, so you'd hit like M, and then it would start that patty because it's a meat patty. Then when it's done cooking, let's say if you want like bacon, it's B. Then cheese is C. Lettuce would be L, and you just kind of like hit it up and you send it to them. And you have to be careful with giving them things that are undercooked, or not ready yet, or burnt, or like
Raw
serving them in
fish.
time. Yeah, raw fish. Oh, you have to cut up everything. Say somebody said like, "Oh, I don't really want salt on it." Then you don't have to put. If you put salt on it, it's like, oh, they'll hate you. It's kind of
And they
Well, you
legit
get a
hate you.
get a rating for
Yeah.
every person that you serve.
yeah.
Neat.
So if you did it perfectly and within the time limit, you get a perfect rating. If you messed up one thing but still got it in time limit,
Yeah. And
You
somebody in the chat saying that if you have good APM in StarCraft, you should be all right.
well, yeah, because it's just hitting buttons on the keyboard.
That's
so.
awesome.
That's pretty much it.
Translate the skills translate, I guess.
Yeah. What were you saying, Dan?
I don't remember.
Way to go.
Sorry. Like it's good. It's a short game. It's pretty much really repetitive, but it's really good. It feels really awesome. The combination, it's really tactile, I guess. The combination of you hitting a button and a sound effect happens, and everything's happening really fast, and there's dings going off. Okay, stuff's ready. You're sending it out. Everything feels really good, and I love playing it. Even though it's like, okay, I made this burger like 50 million times.
I'm done with this burger.
I like it.
I think the reason that game looks cool is because there's little variations on everything.
Yeah. I think
Do you guys just want to acknowledge what happened
So
right there?
Kumar just solicited a lady of the night and then proceeded to kick her into pieces.
He's playing Duke Nukem 3D.
I should have probably started with that.
Yeah, thank you.
Not in real life. There's a lady of the night in my house. No,
Just hangs out in Riccio's house.
no, but yeah.
I'm so glad you guys just kind of stopped. I love how all of you heard it. Like, oh, you saw it at the same time.
But yeah, so
It's great.
That game's really good. It's it's hopefully gonna be on Steam. It's hopefully gonna be an iPad game or something. That'd be really cool. But
I hope it does well because it is a fun game.
yeah. Something else I played this week. I just wanted to kind of acknowledge it. Minecraft on the Xbox 360.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I played a bit of that. They have patched it up to now having Enderman in the game. There's food meter. The food meter's
Oh, it's
in.
catching up.
Yeah,
then.
there's a lot of
Wow.
the crafting stuff. A lot of the stuff that are actually it's at 1.82, so it's right before the adventure update. Like there's NPC towns. There's ravines, not ravines.
Ravines.
I was gonna say
Ravines.
crevices.
Okay, wait a minute. Isn't the adventure update like 1.0?
Something like that.
Kind
Isn't
of.
that when Minecraft like?
Yeah, it's
became
the
of
one
the full
right,
game?
right before that we're at right now.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
pretty
like
awesome.
waiting for the NPCs to come in, for the experience bar to come in, crafting enchanting tables and all that stuff. That is missing, but it's getting really close. It looks really good. It seems to work a lot better. They implemented a lot of new features, like auto-saving will now warn you instead of just stopping whatever the hell you're doing. It'll be like, auto-save again, 5, 4, 3.
So it's a little less intrusive, I guess.
It's kind of... Because what it used to do is it would just, if you're playing multiplayer, it would just stop everybody.
Oh,
And
really?
just, okay, I'm saving now, and then it would just take like, I don't know, 10 seconds. And just freeze the game.
Actually sounds brutal.
So now it kind of gives you a little like, okay guys, don't worry. Just
We're not crashing.
5 seconds.
We're not crashing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, I put it in. I was like, whoa, this thing's getting patches. So that was pretty cool to see.
Which is really interesting because I didn't know how they were going to deal with the Microsoft.
The limit.
Yeah, the limit that they have. So
How big was the patch? That
I believe it was 16 megs.
well, that's
So it's not so bad.
if
is
they
it?
stack it. Because the
Maybe.
Microsoft patch
I-
limit is 2 megs, I think.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how many updates have actually come out.
that means
for
you were
us.
like 8 behind, maybe.
Maybe. But it's only 2 up from the actual patch that they started at, I think,
oh really?
or something. But they went up from, because they went from 1.7.1 and now they're 8.
Well, maybe they did it in like a bunch of patches.
I wouldn't also be surprised because it's kind of like a Microsoft game. If they were like, we're gonna let you beat that limit.
Oh yeah, maybe because this is like
They're making an exception. Basically.
Yeah.
the
just-
other
you should-
version of Minecraft. This is
Yeah.
like the one you want to own if you don't have a
Yeah,
PC.
exactly.
Really?
Really? Come on.
What?
Rated M for
Soliciting
mature.
later ladies of the night. But so yeah, that's pretty cool. I was actually really excited
Oh my god.
about that. There's some for those of you listening on iTunes.
Check out the video version.
Yeah, we're like 42 minutes into this right now, so just
Yeah.
go to that. Kumar's punching hookers.
If they're listening to the
Kick
video
punching.
version, if they're listening to the audio version, they can look at their iPhone or whatever and look at the time.
Yeah.
And
And,
if
then
you're
that directly
yeah.
translates to the YouTube.
And if
file.
you're watching this on YouTube, go watch it on iTunes and don't see the video. No, no. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I don't know. I actually kind of like it a lot on the 360 now again, but
Well, it's that whole idea of just like sitting back and
I kind of want to get
Playing
it
it
for
on
my
the couch.
360.
yeah.
I don't know. But I already play enough on my PC. That's something I play every week. I find myself going back to,
Yeah.
which is weird
Wait.
because I
Kumar,
always
why didn't you just hit unlock full game right there and re-download it?
I don't have
What's-
the game.
You don't.
Oh.
I played on PC. That's
Sign into
well
my
then.
account. Sign into my account.
You have it?
Yeah.
You're
There's
kidding right now.
Yeah, I own all those games in that list.
Oh my god.
I've been buying these things for way too long, like 4 or 5 years.
What
now.
the hell is apples to apples?
Oh, that's a good game.
But
Is it really? Where did it go?
so
You
Devin,
can't play it right now though.
did we talk about last time that you finished Dishonored? But was I done?
I don't think you were.
I
No,
finished it
you,
now.
you weren't done
Sorry,
yet.
who finished it? Dan finished it, right?
No,
Devin.
I haven't even fucking.
I
okay,
finished
okay.
it.
So- So I want to just say that we were kind of ripping into it a little bit last podcast. After playing it again and treating the last 2 levels of that game, like, all right, I'm not gonna stealth any of this shit. What does this look? There's 3 dudes there. All right, I'm gonna stealth in, shoot this guy 3 times before I unleash time, throw a grenade towards this guy's face, like stick this guy in the stomach, and then like stand back and just watch it happen. Alerting everybody, of course, but just doing that.
Did you have the issue where you had to run around the map?
No,
to-
actually, I had the same issue though, where that dude was standing there, just kind of like not acknowledging me.
Yeah.
And then what I did is I stopped time, shot roughly 12 bullets directly into his face and 1 in the junk, and then just took 5 step backs, let go of time, and just watched his body like convulse into the corner. It was good.
But you had the issue where he just stared at you.
Yeah, he wasn't talking to me. He wasn't acknowledging me. I was like,
He
"Whoa,
just
this
blinks a
guy's
couple
alright."
of times, and you're like, "What
if even, but yeah.
the fuck are you doing?"
Well, they've said that it's. I think AI has been a general complaint. Sometimes, like, there's been a couple of hiccups with the way that they actually respond to things.
Sometimes, yeah. The
But
game
this
is- yeah.
was pretty.
Have you played it, Kumar?
No, I've
Dialogue
seen
breaking.
it. I've seen a bunch of stuff. Dialogue breaking.
because there's supposed to be dialogue from him when he sees you.
Oh, okay.
That's relevant
Like I saw
to
a
my
video.
interests.
I saw a video of someone just breaking the game similar to a similar fashion like what Riccio normally does. Where
Yeah.
like the guy literally he was looking right at the guy and he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And so he goes and he kills him. And then he moves his body or whatever. And then the other guy comes by, looks at the body, looks at him, and keeps patrolling. so he
What?
killed him too. It just glitched out hard.
This looks normal.
Mind you, what I think happened was it glitched when he tried to use is it called blink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teleport.
Yeah. So he was doing. I guess he was doing something along the lines of using it very extensively, and I think it just broke the game.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe they thought
When he
was still
reloaded
somewhere
it was fine. But
else. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It happens a fair amount, to be honest with you.
Actually, that even happened in Medal of Honor. This dude was like, "Let's go through the gate." Oh man, don't look at the right side. You should probably keep an eye on the top and the balcony. But he's just like standing there. I'm like, the gate's over there. Like what? He's like, "Oh, this doesn't look good at all." I'm like, "Dude, you're not even what? Okay,
You're not
well,
even here.
I had to restart the whole level, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that really sucks.
It was the funny thing is I restarted. I'm like, I know what's going on. Got to that same point in like a minute, and it was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the level. So headshot, okay, jump dive, okay, trigger this, okay. This was good. But yeah. Speaking of Devin glitching games and stuff, I kind of tried to start playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood again
fuck that
to kind of catch up.
God damn it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Like,
I started up.
When? When did you have time for that?
On the weekend, on Sunday.
Oh.
Or Monday night? I don't know. One of these days. And what happened is I started playing on the 360, and then one of my fellow viewers, who's a pretty cool bro, was just like, "Yo, that game had fucking shitty tearing and looks like crap on the Xbox, so here's the PC version."
and he just hooked you
So
up.
because Assassin's Creed games are $5 on Steam right now, or not $5, they're 75% off or up to.
Wait,
And
really?
Yeah,
Is it because of the release, like the
yeah, I think so.
upcoming release?
So he was nice enough to get me. It was Skindem. He was nice enough to get me the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, whatever for
Man,
Steam.
wicked.
The listeners
So-
are so awesome.
Yeah.
Are you planning on playing Revelations?
Yes, I already have it on the Xbox though.
Okay.
Revelations was the last game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That one's really not worth your time.
that one's still
What do
$20
you mean?
on
It's
sale.
a fine
so.
game.
The
A lot of
pinnacle,
people are complaining. I want to
Dan.
play it regardless. Like, I don't
that pinnacle of that.
It's a fine
care.
game.
Like I won't lie. I would literally wait on playing 3 until I played Revelations, which is shit, but I will do it because I want to not feel like I missed anything.
Yeah.
You have less than a week.
Can I ask?
Oh,
you a
I'm not.
question?
I'm buying it on PC.
Oh, okay.
So November 25th is what I have.
I have a question
Oh.
to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Are all the stories tied in? I know that sounds really stupid. Aside from
Yes.
the
Yeah,
first,
they.
I've played the first one and I've played the second one. I haven't even booted up Revelations.
Okay, Brotherhood may as well have been in a full sequel
Yeah,
Okay.
because
should
it
have been.
expands on Ezio's story and expands on Desmond's story.
Yeah.
Revelations is Ezio closure,
Yeah.
but basically has nothing to do with Desmond.
Okay. So can we spoil what happened?
No.
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 Okay. I guess people are trying to play. it
Um,
anyway.
Yeah.
Do you own Revelations?
I do not.
Kumar?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I will play through Revelations with you at the same time, if you want to,
That might be a possibility. Actually.
and we can just like Skype or whatnot, and we will start at the same time, and we will
Yeah,
just.
And finish.
If anybody wants to relive Brotherhood or Revelations with me, I'll be streaming them randomly. So feel free to join me, one of you guys here.
Did you guys like Revelations?
I did.
I didn't. I
None of these other fools have played it.
I own it. No, I played it.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
You didn't finish Revelations, did
Yeah,
you?
I thought I finished it.
No, you started it.
Oh yeah, I haven't finished Revelations. I've started it. Yes.
Okay, cool. And how are you liking it so far?
I started.
Assassin's
It a while,
Creed.
I started. I started. I started it a while ago.
Okay.
It was one of those ones that I started and then was like, oh, a new release came out. Well, 3's not coming out for a while, and now I'm fucked.
Isn't the dumb part about that game is like, here's the hook rope, here's the rope, and here's the hook or whatever? Isn't
No. The hook blade has two parts:
Yeah.
the hook and the blade.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa!
That's
Spoiler
exactly
alert.
what it is.
Yep.
This is the tomahawk.
That-
This
that
is
is-
the tama, and here's the hawk. Or whatever.
There's Tom. Hey, and that's his hawk.
Forgive me if the hawk sounded like a door opening, but that's the only sound effect we had. Enjoy Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh,
It's just like the first scene in the game is a hawk like landing on a tree, and then it just sounds like a door opening super slowly for like a minute. Like,
Wow, you really went all out on this one, Ubisoft, huh?
Thanks, guys.
really putting all your resources into that.
like even has like the door locked.
That's the scariest goddamn noise I've ever heard.
Sorry.
That's okay. You did a good. You did a
Okay,
good
this
job.
is probably disgusting
Grudge.
to listen to.
sorry.
That's gross. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Can
we're
you
gonna stop.
jump and Doom?
You cannot.
Can you?
You can only sprint really fast. But yeah,
Hover Doom.
so I'm playing that.
Hover Doom.
I just like a lot of random shit that I kind of want to mention. Unfinished Swan. I managed to play some of that.
Oh, I want to play that.
It's an XBLA game, right?
No, PSN.
Oh,
Close
PSN,
though.
sorry.
It is playable with the Move controller, which is really sweet. That's what I started playing with.
Like you can hook the move up to the 360.
Can I throw this notepad at you?
Oh, Kumar.
Hey, Kumar, you don't want to shoot those barrels.
Whatever. Shoot whichever barrels I want.
You don't own me.
It's like shooting barrels in a barrel. But anyway, no, it's really good. It actually works really well. I'm actually always surprised every time I put it in a Move controller game, and it's
And it works.
And it works
no,
on the Kinect.
no. I mean like whenever it's like whatchamacallit, like a cursor game, like you just point at the screen and you have a cursor and you just shoot at that.
Yeah. So it makes sense. They did
But
a good job.
the thing is, when you go off screen, the fact that the whatever the hell's in the PlayStation Move controller is like, oh, I don't see it. Doesn't matter. I still know exactly what's going on, and it aims perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. So
Huh.
Just like, thanks, PlayStation.
yeah,
Move.
because I was
You're
doing it where I was
great.
like, hey, let's turn fast to the left, and I'd turn to the left, and then like the cursor would go off screen, and it would be like, we don't know what's going on, but you're still turning to the left, and I'd turn it back, and it would turn perfectly, and it's magical. I don't know what kind of magic.
It's weird that it's motion controls that just work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
it's like this is what we
Well,
needed.
they have a really, really bad expectation associated with them where people just knock them right out of the gate. But
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of people actually do good work. So
The thing is, like, I've always had trouble with Kinect games. The Move controller, other than calibrating a lot of stuff, it tends to work really well, and I always enjoy myself when I play it. Like, it might not be the best thing to choose. Like, for example, if you're playing Killzone, like, it's hard to shoot, but it's always fun.
is it actually?
Yeah, it's always fun to use.
Well, that's good then.
I find at least. But
I can't play motion control games at all.
really.
Yeah,
I have
no.
very little patience for them. So it's nice. It's nice to hear that they're doing well. Like even with if someone were to tell me that the Borderlands iOS title was like tilt control only, I wouldn't even be interested.
Yeah,
That
no,
would be weird.
Accelerometer games,
I
I,
hate
don't
them.
even
Can't.
touch.
No, you're not a fan of the Temple
On
Run?
iPad.
No Temple Run, Dad?
No what?
No Temple Run?
No,
Not going to Temple Run?
Well,
no.
Temple Run, can't you just swipe? I don't.
Yeah, you
quite-
can
No, you have to
swipe.
tilt. Oh,
You
can
have
you?
to tilt to.
Oh, you tilt and you swipe.
Yeah.
You tilt to dodge and then you swipe to.
Yeah, something like that.
No, you swipe to dodge. You tilt to move lanes.
Oh, yeah.
Someone
Oh,
pulled
okay,
out
okay.
Temple Run.
So,
Yeah, don't tell me what to do.
but
Stop playing Doom and
No, I can't. I pulled it out because I don't play those games.
I can't pull it out.
It's okay, Dan. I understood what you were saying.
we knew what you meant.
I feel like there's something else on the PS3 that I played, but
Dead Souls.
Dead
Dark
Souls-
Souls?
No, I finished that
Play
a while
more
ago.
What's it called? Is
Tokyo Jungle.
It's called Dark.
Oh no,
Souls.
I haven't played more of that. I saw there's a lot of free DLC for it though, like the Sony stuff, Sony characters and the dude from like
Free DLC.
yeah. There's the Sony cats. There's also the dude from that game where you have to. It's like whatever you see, you can walk through and shit. It was that game. It was like it was like a PSP game that was like, oh, if you tilt the level and then these two pieces of wood that are like across from each other, but then they go and now they're in this like view, they're touching. You can walk across it. It was I don't know what it's called. It's
Echochrome.
Echochrome. Thank you.
How the hell did you get that out of that?
Don't
I
worry
have
about
no
it.
idea. Dan
Yeah.
Dan does that
Like,
several
fuck
times.
Dan.
So Echochrome was what that little pin dude. You can be him, which isn't an animal, but I don't actually know if you can be him. I don't know if it's like a character or if it's
I
something you'll
think
find in
they're
the
all
environment.
unique characters.
Okay, so you can be that, as well as the yellow blobs from like game where you're that thing and then you roll around, roll.
Katamari?
Loco Roco.
Loco Roco. I was thinking of Rolly something
Wow,
on the
Dan, you're
iPhone.
2 for 2.
It's because on the iPhone it's like Rolando.
Rolando, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was confused.
There's a Rolando 2
yeah,
as well.
but oh yeah, that's right. But
Neither of which I have played.
I played Rolando 1 a bit. So I was like, I want to play Logo Rogo. This isn't Logo Rogo.
You lied to me.
But yeah, so that's that.
That's that.
I don't know if there's something else on PS3 I played. I don't remember. But one thing I want to bring up on the PC, which we're still going to do a driver of at some point, but I played MacPixel.
How is it?
MacPixel.
I actually understood what you said.
Good.
MacPixel.
That's actually how they yell it. But I don't want to explain too much about it, but it's like a point and click game that is almost to the style of WarioWare.
Really?
Okay.
And,
And does it work?
It works, but it's frustrating and fun. But also, I wanted to stop after like 10 minutes.
When
but
you say
it was,
frustrating fun, is it like frustrating and fun like Meat Boy frustrating?
no, frustrating like you have to do something or else you have to redo it, kind of. But it's not as like, oh, tactile, I gotta dodge shit. It's just like,
Yo,
what
fuck
about
you.
this? Nope. Okay, that's not okay. What about this? No. Okay, well.
So, like, I want to be the guy where it's just like,
Kind of.
that apple flew up. Why?
yeah, but you don't really move around a lot. You just click on things.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of simple.
Wait, is it like an adventure game?
Kind of. sort of, without saying too much. But yeah, that game is really kind of fun. But
How much is it?
$5.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's on iPhone. I think it is.
And it's worth the price of admission?
Or
If
not?
you can play it and still be like, yeah, I think this would be something that I'd like to invest more time into, yes. To me, I got bothered by it. I'm probably going to play more of it because it is kind of funny. But it was kind of like, this is dumb. I like it, but that's all I needed after like I don't know, half an hour. So, yeah. But it's pretty cool. I don't know. It's awesome. I did not know what the hell to expect from it. And then I was laughing kind of hard at some things that it does because it does have kind of good humor. But
Is it all like pop culture kind of stuff?
No, it's kind of like like kind of like
It's not
that was fun to
Borderlands
see
humor.
that we did that. Like yeah.
Herdier.
So yeah, I don't know. Kind of like
I'm not sure I understand what kind of humor you're...
I'm trying not to explain much because I want Dan and Devin to see it for the first time and just kind of really laugh at it. So if
Okay.
you guys want more info on it, check out our dry run, which will be out at some point soon, hopefully. But yeah. I just want to take some time now because I've been kind of saving up, and I know I bitched about it to Dan and Devin, and maybe I don't know if it was in Kumar's chat. I played some Skyrim this week.
Oh fuck, that was.
Oh yeah.
You weren't happy with it, or?
Oh, no, I
you
had a
didn't see
grand
us.
old time.
Okay, all right.
I had a grand old time. So to just get everybody's opinion here, you guys really enjoyed Skyrim? You guys had no problem with it?
I have problems with it.
I-
It didn't diminish it.
I completed my satisfactory amount of that game.
Okay.
That was like, I haven't done the Thieves Guild quest, and I haven't. No, actually, maybe that was it. And I haven't played any of the DLC,
Okay.
but I am done with that game. The
Okay.
game is over for me. That's
Okay.
it.
But you
Was
did
it-
the main story?
Was it a good
Yeah.
experience?
Devin, would you finish it?
I broke. The
I've
game
I've done
and then
I've done all the main-ish quests except the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I just straight up broke the game, and I just was like, yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
How did you break the? Do you mind me asking? How did you break the game?
If you've watched the first podcast that we have out,
Yep. I'll go
went
back.
pickpocketing and sneaking
Okay.
as my major ability.
Yep.
And then because I did that, I just started blacksmithing. So I'm decked out in full crazy gear,
Yep.
and I just roll through places and one-shot people.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, yeah, and I just got bored with it and didn't touch it. I'd love to actually start it up again and play it properly, and not.
Without breaking it.
Not
I will say it this way: if you're gonna start up again, the Hearthfire DLC is probably the best thing so far. for me.
Really?
Yeah.
What even is that? I don't even
Build a house.
remember.
You build a house and do all that stuff. But what's cool is that when you go through the environment, say like you're done, say you've upgraded a lot of shit, and then you're done with iron, and you're like, well, what am I going to use iron on? Well, now you can go and build locks and make doors and build a house, and then build things inside of it. It's kind of like a.
Can I build an
It's
iron
that thing
house?
that I was missing in Skyrim that felt like I was making some sort of progress in the world.
Oh, okay.
So like you get to build. You start with it's like a shitty little hut. Then you can add a big house to the end of it, and you turn that front into an entrance. Then on the side, you can like, do you want an alchemy thing on the side? Do you want to make armor on the side? Do you want to have a greenhouse? Like, oh, do you want to have like a library where you can just put books you found in there? It's like, oh, do you want a trophy thing where you can put people's heads? Or do you want like a bedroom where you can now have a wife and kids if you want there? And adds like stories to it and all this crazy shit. And it's kind of really cool. And you can deck out the insides how you want with certain things. Like it's all kind of predetermined where you can put it. At least the inside stuff. Like, oh, if you put a light, it's automatically going to go here. Oh, if you put a fireplace, it's right here. But it's kind of cool to build
So
it
it's
up.
not fully customizable.
Yeah, but it's still kind of cool to be like, okay, I've got all the money, I've found the wheat and like the horns that I'm going to turn into lights, or I've got this thing's pelt, I'm going to make a face out of it and stick it on my wall. It's
Can
kind
you
of
wear it? Can you wear the face? If you
No.
were to- Okay, well, I'm not interested. Then.
But it's a $5 DLC, and I found it to be really awesome. There's 3 different homes you can get, and they look really cool. And yeah, I don't know. I really like the Hearthfire DLC, which sounds kind of crazy, but I like it. I still haven't played Dawnguard.
You're just a homemaker.
Yeah, and you can tear things down, so I could be a homewrecker. No, I'm not. But
He secretly is a homewrecker.
no.
I think
But
I just broke this game.
No, that's
Fez is really good.
you,
He's
if
playing
you can,
Fez now, ladies and gentlemen.
FYI, Kumar, I pointed at Fez. He doesn't even know what I was talking about
Oh,
when I
man.
pointed.
Oh, really?
I actually think I broke the game right now.
No, just
But anyway, so I was playing Skyrim. No, so you guys had no problems with like single player like shit scripting out and going fucking retarded. Not in a way like, oh no, it's derping, but like
I had a lot of derp moments. I didn't have a lot of like
A lot of derp moments.
derp.
Like the game just not doing.
I've
some-
explained it on previous
Yeah, like
podcasts.
stretching out and
the
doing weird
stuff
shit.
that's happened.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't actually. Okay, so the things that bug me about this game, first of all, the glitches have been like went from like oh this is awesome to like okay fuck it I want to do this goddamn quest just like fucking stop like and there's one quest where being as generic as possible, but the game's also been out for a year. You're trying to trap a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And it's flying around. It's like, you should really take it down. And right before this, you get some sort of something that makes it so that the dragon will come down and then you can fight it on the ground. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll use that because the game just gave this to me. So I bring him down and then he just insta-kills the guards, insta-kills me, fire breathes, and like insta-kills everything. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's not the problem unless I fucked it up. Try it again. And I'm doing this and it's like, okay, well, I guess that's not the proper way. So sometimes he'll fly around and he'll land and then you attack him in the face. So I'm like, okay, this is working out. It's taking forever, but then some reason he's just auto healing, which he's a blood dragon, I think. So he eats someone and his health comes back or
Yeah,
something.
I think that's actually how.
But then there's no more NPCs and he's still gaining his health by like eating Lydia, but then she's not dying, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then suddenly it's just flying in the air, full health, decides to just full speed clip sideways through the fucking cathedral that I'm in and just locks itself in the wood. And the guy's like, we got it. I'm like, what the fuck? Just like, it was so angry at like how fucking game breaking it was. Like he flew sideways through like in a way that I can't even see. He just started ripping through the wall and then locked like into place. And I was like, well, you were okay.
I did that mission flawlessly, the proper way, in about 25 seconds.
I just hate you for that.
really.
I really hate. It took me like an hour to get this to fucking work with all the dying I was doing. And
Just picture this dragon jammed in a cathedral.
And-
yo, we got him, guys. It's okay.
so that was kind of being like, okay.
Do you
let's-
want to know the proper way you're
Sure.
supposed to do that?
Sure.
You hit him with that ability.
Yeah.
He comes and lands. You just back up into the house.
Okay, I
He
tried.
follows you in, and then it clamps on him.
I
That's
tried.
it.
I tried
Jeez.
doing that, and what he would do is sit at the entrance and fire breathe, and it would go through the pillars and insta kill me. Like whatever you could hide behind would just murder me, and it would fucking put Lydia to the
No,
ground.
I'm talking like right back at the door.
Yeah, yeah. Like no matter where I was before he would enter, he'd sit down and go, and it would just kill. It was like, oh, like my health would go
Did
down.
you spec healing at all?
Yeah, and I would have my two hands out, just fucking blowing that shit in my face, and he's like, nope, the fire's more intense. You better be eating potions, and then like it would just kill me.
That's weird.
I was just like, what is happening? And I don't know. It was really irritating. But what I would like to also say is I fucking hate everything about the way dragons talk in that game.
Why?
Because
Why?
they'll be like,
I think it's fantastic.
I think it's really cool
Well,
to have a,
do you realize the one dragon that you're talking to? He's
Mm.
trying to teach you.
About
That's why he's
other
replacing
dragons.
words.
I guess that makes sense. But the thing is that I guess I'm too used to. Maybe it's because I was playing like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood before, where they like say like an Italian word and it's just like it'll be in the subtitles like, oh, this is what they said. By the
I think
way.
I know what the problem is, dude.
So-
You're too used to English.
Maybe, but the thing is, no. What they'll do is they'll be like, I don't know, like, and then they'll be like, I'm coming over. It's like, why are you repeating everything? Like, and in the sentence, it'll cut it up like, okay, dragon, what I just said in English. Dragon, what I just said in English. Dragon, what I just said in English. Then you respond
It's
something.
because that specific dragon is trying to teach you.
Which
The
are
other
you-
dragons do not speak like that. If you listen to them.
Actually, the main dark one who was always was talking to me on top of the mountain with the thingy that was there, and they were all saying it that way, and I just wanted to fucking punch all of them in the face because they're all like, "Oh, it's like you don't understand. I'm just gonna keep repeating it twice." And
Alduin doesn't talk like that.
yes, he was. He was when he was on top of a mountain. He was talking like that to me, and I was angry. Because I was getting furious at that. Like, you don't understand. Especially that entire fight, which fuck that fight, by the way. Because when it's in the mountain, I had to look online, and it was like, yo, if you hit him when he's talking, it kind of does this glitch where he's invincible and you can't kill him.
What?
I was just like, what is this shit? Like,
This game has been out for
the fucking
forever.
worst, the
Fix
fucking
it.
worst is if you reload, it's still glitched until you close your game and fucking reopen it. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
like I was trying to progress. Like, oh, I just want to do the main story to enjoy the parts where I go adventuring and find stuff. And it was just
And
like,
you ended up hating the shit.
and it was
out
like,
of
what is that? Everything. And it was just like I don't go to you guys and be like, qu'est-ce que vous faites ce soir? What are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, but
wish
also
you did.
Est-ce que
French.
vous voulez manger?
But
Let's go
also,
eat. I
but
don't
also,
know.
French is not a dead language.
No, I know.
that
Wow.
only dragons speak.
But it was just like I
Why
think I
do
was.
dragons speak
I
French?
don't know. I think it was.
no,
just,
they don't. That's the whole point.
Oh, okay.
They
Oh.
speak dragon, which is a dead language,
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was. It was just like.
and only and only 3 people speak in the world.
I can speak
and
German.
you were
think-
supposed to learn.
I think why I was getting so irritated by it is because it was just like, yo, I'm gonna glitch out in front of you, and then let me just undermine you by saying both languages straight up in your face for like the next 10 minutes. I'm just like, fucking want to hurt you. And then like the next quest was what I was just talking about with the dragon flying through the cathedral, and you sit there and talk to him for a bit, and I'm like, I just want you guys to die now. I was really, really just pissed. Like it was just a whole like 8-hour session of just the game fucking just shitting on me at every turn, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go build a house. This is so fun. Let's go do the main quest. I forget where I was. Fucking dragons. I hated it so much. And I hated it so much. And then like now I'm at this part where it's like, oh, so I've been brought somewhere. Time to go have some fun fights. Yo, let's just like I guess I'm at endgame. It's like, let's just throw 3 of the hardest dudes against you, put some dragons in the air. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening in this game? I'm really sad, guys.
What level are you?
I'm 36.
If you're having trouble fighting dragons, you spec wrong.
No, I can kill the dragons easy, but it's just like there's these undead dudes that fucking annihilate me, and then it's like, yo, dragon's gonna knock you around and shit.
I never had trouble with any enemy in that game.
Nope.
I am
because
also,
I spec'd one-handed and healing magic.
That's what I am, one-handed with shield and healing magic and heavy
No, I
armor.
didn't even use shield.
Really?
Yeah, something started to hurt it. It didn't matter. If something hurt me, I was already holding left trigger to heal myself.
So maybe it's that I spec'd into too many things, but well, not even. That's like, I don't know. It's
I just had whatever, is it medium armor? Is it just light and heavy?
I think it's only light.
Light, heavy.
And I think it's cloth, but I don't know if that counts. Like there's like leathery stuff, and then there's just like robes.
Oh, robes is just clothes.
I think
it's
so,
not like
yeah. So that's not
armor
really a
type.
thing.
I'm
So I
so good at
spec'd
that
into
game.
light armor
Yeah.
and one-handed and healing. That is all I did in that game.
Really?
Okay.
I'm so good at
Nothing
that
else.
game that if I started a new one right now, I would just start with all iron armor.
I hate you so much, Kumar. Right now.
I've never played.
I would be so good at this game. Dragons would talk 2 languages.
Yep.
They know their place. No.
I would teach them language.
Oh shit. Language of death. No, but I don't know. Like I spent like 8 hours, 8 or like even more than
Yeah,
that.
they were
I would
on
say
there
like
for a while.
10 or 12 hours throughout the entire weekend, going on and being like, okay, let's try this. And not to mention the start off of my entire weekend of that was like, I want to play with the controller because I really enjoyed Oblivion that way. So I start getting that set up, and then I had VSync turned off and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, it feels really good, but there's weird shit happening. Like, oh, I'm walking into a building, and then suddenly everything that's physics is just flying into the air. So I'm like, there's got to be a reason for this. Check on the forums, like, oh, if you have VSync disabled, physics are crazy. The lighting will fuck up. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, if you've had VSync turned off, we've just announced this, your time in the game is off. So if it says it's 6 a.m., it's probably like 9 p.m. at night. I'm like,
What the hell?
what the fuck? And it's like, oh, you have to go on the console and you have to wait until you think it's midnight and then set the time to midnight. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the game?
Liz has a glitch in that game where it's a certain setting.
Yeah.
It's like a really common setting or something. It's like anti-aliasing. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
on 2x,
Yeah.
sometimes the textures on the trees and the light from the sun will fucking go epileptic
Yes.
and start just like
Yeah.
flashing all kinds of crazy colors for no real reason. It's still not fixed.
What would happen with me with VSync off is if you're near water, the water would flash really quick, and anything that is currently in your field of view is bouncing up and down and vibrating and making the sound as if it's clipping into the world, and you have like a vibrator on your fucking wooden table. And it's like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, oh, it's that sea lion trying to, oh my god. It's like, Alt F4. Like, it was kind of scary. But I'm so glad that I at least fixed that up. But the acceleration was really fucked up, so then I had to tweak my controller settings to turn off the acceleration and then individually change what direction, what the sensitivity was.
Really?
It took me like an hour to get that.
Fuck
And then when I
that.
finally got in, it was like, oh, good. You know, like, I put all the time in. I know I'm going to have fun. And then I spent like 10 hours getting angry. There was, I won't say I was completely pissed. I still enjoyed a lot of the things about it. But I spent a lot of time just like fucking almost like angry to the point of like tears. Like, I want to love this. Why are you doing this to me? And yeah, I don't know. It was pretty brutal.
That's actually sounds
I
terrible.
just want to love you.
I was like really sad.
Why do you hurt me?
And yeah, I don't know. It's. But yeah, to be
You
fair,
made an honest effort, eh?
I tried, and I'm still gonna play it because I'm hating so many things about it, and I just want to kill the condescending dragon. So, it's fucking let me teach you his language, bitch. You've been yelling it in my face. I don't know, fucking dragons.
He's so bitter and angry.
I was so angry. Like I couldn't. I've never like.
You
guys
should
know
probably
me.
finish that main quest, Riccio.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty much at the end of it from what I've been talking to someone about. Like, how far am I? They're like, you're right there. So I'm like, okay. But
that main quest is surprisingly not as long as
that's what
you
I've
would
been
think it
hearing.
is.
That's exactly why. Like, I'm excited to be done with that main quest so I can go mess around and go into caves and find whatever I want. Like, I know I can do that right now, but
Apparently, the best content in that game is the Thieves Guild quest.
yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So
But, like,
all that stuff I'm excited to go check out. But until I can
fucking do anything properly.
until I can manage to go through the game without wanting to stab myself in the face. But I mean, there's still been some funny glitches that had happened. Like I'd be walking around like a friggin' mammoth would just come out of the sky and die. And I'm like, that's pretty funny. You got me there, mammoth.
Why you
But
do that?
once again, I think that was because of my V-Sync stuff. He probably was like walking and then was just floating into the air. So I don't know. Like, I can't control him.
So there's no
like
hope
the-
there, I guess.
I like the fact that your VSync is causing shit. to
Yeah,
just go
I fixed that. I had to turn it on,
crazy.
and I had to turn it on. I had to go into my NVIDIA settings, turn on triple buffering, and tell it to render a frame ahead or something, just so it would, I don't know, it would delay it, but I would never see the delay because it would be like, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird shit.
PC games.
It's working now. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Well, apparently everything in that game is tied to the frame rate. I don't know about that. Or a lot of things.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Time, physics, and some other weird shit. Actually, not
So if
everything,
the frame rate breaks,
if the
like-
frame rate is slower, like apparently your mouse would move slower.
Huh.
If your frame rate breaks, apparently your time is moving a bit weird. As long as VSync, like if it's not I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
That's all you need to know is it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's good though. It's a good game. It's a good game. It just needs to not hate Riccio so much, and it'll be better.
I hate Riccio.
Um,
Double language there.
like being said, like I said, I really enjoyed Oblivion. That's why I'm kind of trekking through because I know it's kind of tough. But also, I wish that a Bethesda game would just kind of be a little bit more active during storytelling. Like one dude who's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, no, why don't you take this book?" But he's just sitting like across the room from me. I'm like, "Did he hand it to me?" And it's like, "You got it." Or like, I'm just gonna jot down some names for you on this like
and then just
thing
like
scroll and give it to
note
you.
appeared.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, just like nobody's. It's not freezing the game anymore. Like, bend over, scribble on something, and then like
Well,
face me.
it's
or, like,
weird because the same thing you're describing is the same kind of just like simple quest giving they implement in Borderlands.
Yeah,
where it's just like
put his hand out, and then that'd be like glowing orb, and you
yeah,
turn on or something.
like there's not like. I guess if it's done right, it's good.
yeah, but
don't
yeah, I don't know.
It's done
it's-
improperly.
It's simple. I figured like there's a lot of quests in that game, so I understand if to like, okay, well we don't want to do random animations for all of them, but it's that little thing that takes me out of it when this dude will say like, yeah, take this note got, and it's like, oh shit, now I gotta dig through my fucking inventory and see what the hell you were talking about. Like,
I wish there was
Well,
an
the inventory in
area.
that game kind of really
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
worse on a controller actually. I've like
Really?
I
hard
thought
to
it was gonna
manage?
be better, but it's not.
I've tried it with both. I like it with the
I
controller.
actually really like with the controller. It does feel a little bit better because sometimes the clicking is a bit off. But I feel that I wish it was more like Oblivion, where you could hotkey more than just left and right on the D-pad. Because going from the PC, where I would do like 1 and 2 is sword, shield, so I could always flip back to them. 3 would be my bow, 4 would be my healing, which I could double tap to bring up in both hands.
Yeah.
And like 5, 6, whatever, all those would like switch the shouts from like the dash, the blowing, and the other stuff. But now I'm just like, oh, now I gotta pause the game, scroll up and down the list, which I don't mind. It's actually, at first I was irritated, but I'm okay. Now I'm like,
You've
okay.
gotten over it.
I was like, okay, well that's not bad. But yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a bit more hotkeys if possible.
Well, yeah, you're right. In Oblivion, you could, I think, map every single direction on
Yeah,
the directional pad to something.
things. Not the D-pad's good, but yeah.
But in this, you would just have the quick select menu,
Yeah.
which I don't like.
Which the quick select menu is also shitty because it takes a while to go through, but it's also awesome because then you don't have to go through your inventory. But there's, yeah, I don't know. Like maybe if you could. Also, quick saving. Can you quick save on a console? I heard a game. I don't know if it's
Doesn't it
I
just
think,
auto save?
I think it's Deus Ex that has quick saving that they added.
Yeah, I
on
thought
the-
it was.
on the
No,
console.
no.
No, what's-
Skyrim has quick save.
I know it has it on the PC version, like you.
No,
had
no.
five, but-
It's got it. It's Connect enabled as well.
Oh, you can yell quick save.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you yell
but
quick
that
save.
wasn't there when I played it.
Yeah, because I
That
wasn't sure
was
if there was a
added.
button.
Xbox.
Not to
quick
reach my
save.
keyboard.
The
it won't
the
reach.
the game that has a dedicated quick save button is Mass Effect 3.
That's what it
If
was.
you press the back button.
That's what it
quick
was. That's
saves.
what it was. Okay, that was. I wish more games would somehow have that. I wish there's just Xbox 720. Just put a button on the back. Quick save. I'd love you.
Well, why not use the back button for that?
Well-
the only thing the back button has ever been used for is
Multiplayer games, I guess. Right?
bringing up the stats menu.
And you don't have to save
Sometimes
multiplayer.
inventories, one instance of quick saving in Mass Effect and one instance of grenades in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Why? Why do that?
Plus,
You're
I mean,
dumb.
you're right because in multiplayer you use it for the score menu, but you never use that in single player. So
Yeah.
quick save would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not checking the score in
Yeah.
single player.
Yo, what's my score at?
Guys,
Oh.
I have an update for you guys.
What's up?
Fez hurts my brain.
Oh,
Really?
It is. It's good. That's good though.
Just saying.
I'm glad you had no idea what the hell that game was when you went into it.
I
Because you
was so
legitimately thought the oh, the game's breaking and restarting was like, yo, I broke this.
Well, I haven't seen a screen like that since like,
over Bastion.
way back. Wow. Well done.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm rearranging my chair seating.
Devin, do you have that timer going? What are we
Yeah,
at here?
we're over.
We're over? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We're
A little
over
bit.
by 8 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes? 6, 8, 6. I can't see.
Well,
glasses.
do we
6
want to
minutes.
do news now?
Sure. Yeah. That's pretty much
Unless
the only thing I
anyone
want.
has anything else.
That's pretty
gamey
much
they
the only
want
That's
to
all
mention?
I got.
I think that's all I wanted to bitch at. Was there another?
You sounded
I
a
talked
little
about-
bit hurt by it.
Devin Pixel. There's. Nope. Never mind. Play more Dota. It's good. There you go. Done. All right. So moving on to news. So Battlefield 3 officially put out a trailer for their newest DLC coming out in December. Was that what it said?
Yep.
December. Aftermath. Pretty much looks like the maps are all going to be set after and during earthquakes.
Yeah. Tremors and crazy shit like that.
So that seems actually really cool. And they kind of looked. There was no, there was a helicopter, or was there no helicopter?
There was no helicopter.
Just infantry looking. Looked like there was the map they showed in the trailer looks very kind of infantry-ish, and that looks good for me. Also, it looks really good. And
Does
also,
look-
the trailer is kind of really subwoofery.
Do you think you guys are you guys gonna go back to it once it's released?
I have a premium, so I'll have it. I'll probably try it at some point, but I still haven't tried Armored Kill, so I don't know.
I won't.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with vanilla Battlefield 3.
Yeah. Are you playing the multiplayer much on that?
I jump in and play like a single match at a time, and then
Okay.
I leave because of that battle log system.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it works for that. So, just like I have the saved as a favorite, so I can just hit battle log. Okay, go.
okay.
Put me
Oh,
in
you
this
have it
game.
on PC or?
Yeah, it was that 10th anniversary.
Oh
sale,
yeah,
remember?
yeah, okay, right. I
It
thought
was
you had
$10?
it on consoles. I was like,
No.
wait a second, Battlelog. Wait a fucking second.
What they do? Oh, can we talk about Internet Explorer and the new Xbox
Sure, I
update?
haven't messed with it, so go for it.
Kumar, do me a favor. Quit out of this game and go
Yeah.
load up Internet Explorer for me.
This is new, right? To the
This is brand new. They launched this update yesterday.
okay.
They optimized the game library. They added the ability to add your own pins, so you can pin whatever content you want.
Which is the big
To-
thing with Microsoft now is pinning.
Yeah, and a lot of people are complaining about the more ads on this interface.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
but it's still taking up the same amount of real
Yeah.
estate as it was before, so it's not.
That was a big ass
Really
E
a
for
big
Internet.
Complete side note. I can't stand Nicki Minaj.
Use a Stupaho. I don't know what's fucking.
I don't even know her song.
Okay.
So
Also, to preface this for audio listeners, this is going to be a very video heavy
Yeah.
Piece.
thing.
We
that
are
we're gonna
sorry.
So feel free to
explain
pod
here.
your iTunes.
Oh
pause your
my
iTunes.
God! You need Xbox Live Gold
Sign
to
on
use
to
Internet
mine.
Explorer.
That's so horrible.
Sign on
Yeah.
to Riccio.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that? You need gold to be able to actually.
Oh, now you tell us,
use
Devin. Devin, you knew this
Internet
all
Explorer.
along.
Yeah, I actually did.
By the way, guys, check out my avatar.
Is he floating?
No, like
He's in a suit.
Oh, he's in a suit.
who's
Makes-
this kid?
That makes
No,
me
no,
happy.
use Riccio. It's his Xbox.
What's Riccio's?
It's a Riccio.
Riccio.
Riccio, right.
It's using T.
Jesus.
What are
Pussycat?
you doing?
T.
Who's Pusker?
That's actually my pops.
Is it actually?
Yeah, he plays Walking Dead
Oops.
and Resident Evils.
Resident Evils.
As well as some actually really, he played through like all the Halos and Gears and stuff.
Really?
Nice headphones.
If
bro.
you're listening, shout out. Yeah, actually, he does listen to some of these, most of these.
Does he actually?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Probably cringes every time I swear. I apologize, Pops.
That's
Yeah,
a
so-
lot of the graphical updates they did to this dashboard are fantastic, and the game library loads instantly, which is the biggest thing
Yeah, that's a big
for
deal.
me. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Especially with the library that we have for arcade games.
Yeah,
It was like, oh god. Especially when you quit out and it would do that spiraling thing for like 3 minutes.
I know.
And you couldn't even open the guide or anything. I was like, fuck, what's happening? So,
But yeah, I turned this on and just kind of messed around with it, and just to see all the kind of new stuff. Also, if you hit the guide button,
yeah.
Yeah. Right now?
they've
No,
shortened
no.
it to. Well, you can do it right now. There's no reason why not.
Okay.
They combined the two
Oh, yeah,
tabs
that's
on the
true.
left.
Oh, games and apps.
oh,
Oh,
shit.
And now that's where active downloads is. That's where achievements is.
Because
that's
there were
where everything
four
is
of-
now.
yeah. There was like 3 and then there's nothing.
Yeah.
There was more than 4, right? Before?
There was 5.
Okay.
Actually, there was there 6?
I think there were 6 actually.
Hey, Riccio, would you like to send your browsing history to Microsoft to help improve Microsoft products?
Of
and
course
services?
not. I'm only gonna like plug in the Kinect and go Google boobs. Any kind.
Would you like
big
to
ones, man ones.
turn on smart screen filter to help protect against unsafe
No,
web-
turn that shit off.
Okay.
Can't get the
Okay,
boobs that way.
can you actually pass the controller to Riccio?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want him to like
Can't get the boobs
feel
that
the way
way.
this.
All right.
Okay, so move the cursor around.
Oh, what's that controller? Okay. Oh, sweet. We can go to my favorite sites, such as the Weather Network.
And CBC.
I don't know if that's gonna go on something that's
That
near my
seems
house.
really wonky and weird.
It's kind of good. It has like the Skyrim lag that I totally fixed. So
Yeah.
that can go fuck itself.
You've done this before.
There's
right?
dragons in here, aren't there?
Okay, why don't you go and try and enter in a website?
Sure, perfect. Okay. Oh, that's fucking shit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you see the keyboard that they've done? You have.
Oh, why
to-
does it accelerate? What's going on?
www. You forgot that you put the dot in the wrong spot there, hotshot.
Boobs them.
Did you just type,
Oh no. Oh yeah, I totally wanted to go. Is it okay to show your guy friends your boobs?
As if that's the first link that
Why
pops
are we? Okay, I wanted to point out how shitty ass the keyboard
up. He
is.
zooms in. Oh my god.
God.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to hang out with them anymore. I'm pretty sure he says they're jerks. Thank you, Mr. Michaela Cox.
That's actually his name.
Thanks.
It's Michaela.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna. Oh shit. How do you get back? Okay, B button is back. Perfect.
Didn't you say this was going on YouTube?
This is going on YouTube. Anyway.
Okay, I also want to make a point. Go to that controller page.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Use the zoom in like it says. Can you scroll anywhere but up and to the left? Can you go back now?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
But that's by dragging the cursor, right?
Yeah.
Use the right stick.
That
Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't make any sense.
You can also slow it down to a nice smooth pan.
Is that so you can see everything on screen?
My point is, I think this is trash.
It is trash. It's
Anyways.
Look at this quality. When you zoom in, it's not even 1240k or whatever.
has anybody used the big picture browser?
garbage.
Yes.
It's not bad.
How is it?
I'm gonna add this as a favorite. This website pertains to my interests. Thank you. There, that was easy. It's simple.
Simple and complicated.
It's Pinterest.
Pinterest.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. So, what else? Is there anything you actually wanted to show here?
No, just the shitty keyboard.
Great.
Why they have a keyboard in place?
Where's the?
Yes,
How-
right.
yes.
When you go and type in anything,
Why did they have to
but
change
Internet
it?
Explorer?
How do you get to
But
it?
now they've changed it to go to like redeem code.
How do you get into the code?
Go to guide and no.
No what?
Yeah, and then go to the redeem code. That'll bring up the like normal ass keyboard.
They should have just used the same thing.
What is this slow shit? Where's my cursor? I'm trying to get to the Z. I can't fucking dial. There we go. Oh no, shit. This is shit.
You want the cursor back?
This is shit. This is shit. This is shit. You can have the controller back.
I'm gonna play with
Oh,
that.
Devin's gonna apparently mess with it. So other than that, we're gonna go back to news then while Devin's messing around with that. So SimCity, the new one for the PC, officially has a launch date for March 5th, 2013. I thought that it was originally slated for February 23rd, but I was wrong.
Having
Does
fun
the-
over there, right? Dave?
And
Kinda.
and yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so game's looking real good. I'm excited. Kind of cool that I have to wait till March because now I can pace out my money. Although a lot of stuff's coming out in March. There's like the Splinter Cell, the Gears of War, the God of War.
Is God of War coming out in March?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think so.
Oh, right.
God of War's always launched in March, hasn't it?
March.
Pretty
Well, God of War 2 came out in February.
Oh, okay.
God of War 3 came out in March.
Yeah, March 18th.
So,
I like how you know that like immediately.
Have you ever talked about your love for God of War on this podcast
I
before?
freaking love that series.
Yeah, I think he has.
Dan. Oh, it's the stupid little scarabs. What the? Holy shit! So, do you want to explain that one, Dan?
I don't even like. I don't even remember it that well. Riccio had a lot of games that he hadn't finished. God of War 3 included.
Okay.
When he went back to play it, you were pretty close to the end.
Yeah.
But we were just like, okay, do you know where you fight the giant scorpion?
Yes.
Yes.
Which one?
Immediately before that burst up
Yep.
to like the top of that platform,
Yep.
Riccio was killing all the little scorpions and being like, "Oh, stupid little scorpions! This is so stupid. You guys are idiots." And then the giant scorpion, like, the camera just like shot and zoomed in on
Gobbled
it.
him.
Well, no, the like reveal of it is really sudden, and I don't know. We should just
It was-
link
it was
the
great. Yeah,
highlight
we'll
or
try to link
something.
the highlight.
Perfectly.
But yeah,
It freaked us out.
yeah, it was good. It was perfect.
I can imagine.
But
It's really weird playing it through that tiny little window that I can see on your screen.
speaking of video games, more news. Resident Evil 6 is getting a title update in December, apparently, or mid-December. Which is going to fix up the camera system that people were complaining that was too close to the character.
Okay.
So apparently you're going to be able to tweak it a little bit.
So
Good.
you're going to be able to distance it a little bit more? Or?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's one of my. I've been playing that with my brother.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, he's actually come over because I decided.
Oh, yeah, how is
this
that
game
split
is
screen?
kind of shit. I want to play it with someone. Split screen is actually fine.
But I mean, like, is it not super zoom?
They keep the aspect ratio
Good.
and they kind of split it into like the weird diagonal
Okay, yeah.
parts. They could have done a lot better job with it, like put some of the UI in the blank spaces, like, and that would have made a lot of sense. But they just kind of didn't. They were like, we'll just put the two screens, whatever.
Kumar, we're going to hand you back the controller if
Done.
you want.
Sure.
There you are.
So how far did you get into it then?
We just reached chapter 3 of Leon's campaign.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Did you like spoil it for him? Be like, yo, we got 3 campaigns, or you're just like, yo, let's load up this. We got 2 more.
No, I actually did load it up, and he was like, okay, let's start a new game. And then like it brings up the like character select. He's like, what is this?
So what you're hinting about, the 4th campaign that no one's talking about?
I haven't told him about that. He's a no.
You might want to beat it before December because that will be unlockable at start. It'll just be in the menu now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Because
After playing through the entire Leon campaign, it's
Okay, there is a moment
yeah.
in the end of the 2nd chapter of Leon's campaign
Okay.
where you're playing as I'm playing as Leon and he's playing as Helena.
Yeah.
There is a point where a certain character joins up with you,
Okay.
and then Helena starts like
Who's this?
no. The boss,
Yeah.
Helena, is like up close and like being attacked by it.
Oh yeah.
And then the camera pulls out to Leon. We thought that Helena was gonna be like done, and then the like
Other character would
Nick
be
was
the-
gonna be playing as the other character
Oh.
that had just shown up.
So apparently, if you were playing online, that other character would have been controlled by a real person.
That's what I guessed, but
Yeah.
my brother's account is silver, so we
Oh,
can't.
okay.
But anyways,
You kind of know because you go in, it's like searching for player. You're like, where to? Uh-oh.
we thought that would have been really kind of cool and kind of a new thing for Resident Evil because they don't really kill their protagonists
Yeah.
at all.
No, they really
So
don't.
that's going to be unlockable to start now, mid-December. So Dan, get cracking.
I'm calling it now. Resident Evil 6.
Well, he's
Sorry,
so
Resident
far
Evil
he's
7
coming
everyone knows.
over at least for a couple hours every Sunday
Okay,
to
cool.
play. So
Cool. That game is fun though. Actually, from the
my
screenshot-
one of my major issues is that weird camera angle. So if they're gonna fix that,
apparently from when it's looking at the screenshot, it's at least like, you know how you could kind of see barely the ass. Now it's like knees. So it's like totally
Okay.
zoomed out. Like it's a good
Cool.
like 4 or 5 feet out.
It's basically what it should have been to begin with.
Pretty much. It's pretty much going Gears of War. Like
Okay.
you can't see the feet, but you can kind of see his legs.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
So.
That'll be a way better camera angle.
yeah. Although I really liked it because when you start sprinting, it was like, and then it would zoom out, and you're kind of like legs flailing. It was kind of cool. But yeah.
The sprint is unlimited in that game, which
Yeah.
seems really weird considering
Yeah.
they have a stamina meter.
yeah, yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah.
That's
very
just
weird.
That's odd.
And how firing
And-
off a quick shot takes a stamina. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's really tough to do.
But not rolling.
No, yeah,
But the like heavy melee attacks,
yeah.
but not roll. Like,
Yeah.
what even is that game?
I don't know.
Like,
It's
I
still
don't-
really fun though. Like I don't know, it's still cool. I like it.
I don't
So.
get it.
I like it.
It's weird.
Well, of course you got it. You bought it.
No, I
Um,
don't understand it.
So anyway, on to the news. PS3 exclusive Assassin's Creed 3 DLC content was announced or detailed. PS3.
I don't want blah 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 blah. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
King,
Nope.
King George.
No,
Nope.
no,
He's
no,
in it.
no, no.
There you go.
No.
King George. King George. 4 missions.
Anything else you want to just drop here?
Benedict Arnold. Sure, that's what he says. All right, so that's it without saying too much. So, boop. So like we were saying before, Borderlands Legends has been revealed for the iOS. It will be out October 31st, of course.
Cool.
$4.99 on the iPhone.
I'm gonna have to do
659?
a significant chunk of playing that game before we
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
next
yeah.
week. Because
I don't
right
know-
before the podcast.
Is it $5.99 or $6.99?
$6.99 on the
Okay,
iPad,
thank
yeah.
you. Okay, thank you. That's what that. It doesn't say it on that thing I had open. Something else that happened this week, as we were talking about, the Apple keynote happened or whatever. I don't know anything that happened about
I
it.
have
But apparently, iPad Mini was announced, as well as a newer or slimmer iMac or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the new iMac.
iPad Mini,
supposedly.
new iMac, new Mac Mini, and iPad 4,
Oh. But,
and
okay.
a thinner MacBook Pro.
Anything
wasn't-
worth
Are they
mentioning?
actually calling it the iPad 4 though? They're just calling it the iPad.
They're
Mini.
calling it the iPad.
Again?
Okay.
Yeah, but you can still go to their site. If you go to their site, they have 3 iPad models available for purchase. And in this order from left to right: iPad Mini, iPad 2, iPad.
So backwards.
Oh.
Oh man.
But the iPad 2 is cheaper than the iPad.
Yeah.
Weird. So, does the new iPad have anything that's worth mentioning? I don't even.
Let me pull
It
up
is
the-
exactly like the iPad 3, has a faster processor with more graphical capability.
Is that the iPad 4 or iPad Mini?
The 4. The
Isn't-
iPad Mini
It's just an
is a
iPad
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Just micro-sized.
yeah.
Oh, starting at $329.
Yes.
for the Mini.
That's
Yes.
a really good price point, actually. Huh.
It'll be interesting.
God
to see
damn
how
it! Why do I
goes.
have my credit card out?
No, don't do one of
Shit,
these.
shit.
I think I told that on another podcast where I didn't realize I was looking at something and had like my credit card out and had punched in like 4 out of one of the sets of numbers and was like, oh fuck, like this was a bad choice. Yes.
So I guess that iPad Mini launches November 2nd. So
Cool.
yeah, those of you out there.
So we do.
Like we already talked about, Xbox Smart Glass launched today.
No, it
No,
didn't.
two days from now. 2 days
I was
from
like,
now,
no, you didn't, you fucking liar.
Friday.
Although weirdly, they advertise it a bunch like in the dashboard and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like download the app and try it out with some games. It's like you can't do that yet.
Won't,
But I really want to.
Well, at least on the bright side, they're actually marketing something. Unlike Sony.
It's in that
not.
main big ad on the front page.
Yeah.
Won't
It's
it work with iPhones as well, or is it
right here?
Yeah.
This.
But is it only going to work on the Surface for now?
No, it's on. It's
it's
gonna
on everything. The
supposedly this Friday. Everything.
Is that Lady Gaga?
No, that's Xbox 360. You
Yes.
silly.
Man, she's a weird human.
How's she a weird human?
Also, I'm not going
such
to
a
click
weird
on
one.
this because it randomly like loads videos and stuff, and it's really badly.
It's supposed to make
Anyways.
things more amazing.
Nice. So that's happening. Medal of Honor Warfighter, as we were talking about, actually should we mention that the game shipped, got installed, and then they patched it with everything that they fixed in the beta, which made for like a crazy ass huge day one patch apparently, which was like a gig and a half or something.
Fuck. Like I downloaded that at 16. Game files with 16 gigs.
Actually, I was totally wrong. I was telling you that it installs the installer and the
nope.
game. It's 21 gigs as a game extracted or
Yeah.
installed.
Jeez.
Pretty massive.
It's a beast of a game.
Oh, the textures in it look phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a good looking game.
Yeah. So they added things such as fixing tutorial text and allowing people to join games on friends.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, good changes. Other than that, Guild Wars 2 finally started their Halloween event. They added some stuff you could buy in the black market, or the what was it called? I can't remember the name. the Black Lion Trading Company, sorry, which you could download or buy some stuff like recipes, some new items, and they also added some mini dungeons and some fresh events apparently.
Actually, sorry.
Go.
How much more of this news article is there? Because is that pretty much it?
That's it.
Okay. I feel like I should mention something that me and Kumar have experienced during this podcast while trying to deal with this Xbox. You know, before when you could sign in with a profile and then the games you owned would just work because you're signed in Xbox Live?
Yeah.
Now you have to re-download the full version.
What?
Which is weird because you know, like how I got this new Xbox and I did like the transfer over my.
Yeah, that's supposed to make it. Yeah.
And I do own all these games too, which is crazy. So weird.
And so do we.
I wonder if I have to, if I would load up these games, if like the update messed it up or something.
Well, I was playing. No, I was playing on your profile was the first one that I was playing under,
and it was fine.
And it was perfectly fine. Yeah,
but
then
also it's weirdly inconsistent because he booted into the full game of Fez.
And also,
absolutely, which I don't have, and I got an achievement out of it, and I don't have either of those games.
Weird. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Or at least not that I know of.
Anyway, but yeah, the Guild Wars thing's happening. I don't know how long it's gonna go.
Riccio, do you have a second controller?
I do, but it doesn't have any batteries in it.
Okay.
Heartbreaking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just disgusting, really.
But yeah, so the Guild Wars thing's going on. 4-act things, is actually 80 pieces of stuff, all this crazy stuff, whatever. Crazy. It looks awesome. It's actually, from what I'm hearing, that everyone
all free?
playing. Yeah, it's all free. It's all added. The whole game's free. The price is free.
Everything is free.
But no,
free,
from
free,
people
free,
who have actually been playing it, they've been saying it's freaking awesome. And it's to all levels. You don't have to be high level. It's just kind of apparently just everybody can do it and participate.
Little note about that reminds me about the Borderlands thing. If you go in, like that DLC level caps at 30.
Yeah.
So everything you're getting is level 30.
However, if you play on Vault Hunter, it's leveled to you.
Well, yeah, of course, because everything Vault Hunter is.
Yeah.
It's interesting to go through that game and not give any sort of shit about the loot. Because I'm just
the shooter.
Yeah, well, it's oddly freeing. You can just kind of enjoy the game because no gun is worth picking up in that DLC. I could pick them all up and have a bunch more money if I really wanted to, but I don't.
So what if I put it this way? How long did it take you to beat Borderlands? How long? Sorry, I've been talking to the mic. How long did it take you to beat Borderlands 2?
30 hours?
Okay. Imagine how many hours of that you spent looking at a gun. Should I pick this up?
10?
Yeah. That's not a bad thing to say, but it is definitely
It's a big part of that game, and it's not detrimental to play without that aspect.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, good? I don't... It's weird. It's just not what you'd expect from Borderlands. Just
no, definitely.
Because it's like, oh, here's a red loot thing. It's not even really worth my time to walk over and press X to open this because all the guns are going to be shit.
Yeah.
Like, why even bother?
Yeah.
So I don't... But it's still interesting because I can just kind of, like, walk through it and enjoy the content.
I think that'd actually be pretty cool. I don't know. I feel like if at one point... I want to know if you beat Vault Hunter mode, like true Vault Hunter mode, if you can like hit a button and like restart it. You know what I mean? Like
restart.
Well, considering how, I wonder too, because I wonder if I do the character select thing and select true Vault Hunter mode again, if it's gonna have where I'm at or if I'm starting again.
No, it'll continue where you are. I've popped between them.
Okay.
But I'd hope that you can restart once again and then go through it as like full on level 50 or whatever and just rock things.
I doubt it.
That'd be cool. But yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the next story or when the next story started, but somebody is currently already lined up for Wii U.
Yeah.
So he actually has been there since October 22nd. It won't launch till the 18th, and he said he's been hassled by the cops for loitering, but they won't be able to prevent him from completing his mission.
Nice.
And he changed his name to Isaiah Triforce Johnson.
What?
Like legally?
Yeah,
Sorry,
legally.
what?
Yep. Yeah.
Is he mentally?
Yeah.
challenged?
He's also the founder of the competitive gaming organization Empire Arcadia. So.
What?
Yeah. So point is, he is going to be the first person to buy it at the World Store in New York. So he's currently lined up and hanging out there. Hopefully in shifts with other people so that he can
bathe.
And maybe drop deuce.
Or maybe, yeah. Or that would
Thanks,
be weird.
Kumar.
And just
Cops could probably arrest him for that. You're dropping deuce in public.
I never said he's got to just pull out his pants and start shitting on the street.
You don't know,
I
man.
think you can be arrested for that.
I'm sure you can.
I'm
fairly
100% sure.
I never was. What if you do like that sneaking thing? I don't know. I've fallen into this terrible Googling.
Sneaking thing is in like.
No, I was going to explain it. Give me a second. So I've fallen into this weird YouTube habit of like clicking on videos and getting weirder places and weirder places.
Uh-oh.
And then I've like went to videos.
Yeah, you
where,
fall
like,
into a YouTube hole.
yeah, where it's just like, okay, yo, here's how to pee in public without anybody noticing. You can do
my
something where you like. Grab
Okay,
a
that's
newspaper.
weird because the deepest YouTube holes I have fallen into are like, yo, here's the intro to a show, but to Firefly music. Like that's the weird holes I've fallen
Devin's like,
into.
how have I gotten here? What is this? And I'm just like, dude, this dude's pissing
You guys-
into a newspaper to hide it in public. Like, what is this?
See, I kind of
You
understand
know
what
what the
you're talking about.
surprising thing is? I've seen that video.
Yeah. So I'm just imagining if somebody makes a video like,
Turns out it
"Okay,
was actually
you
them."
can drop deuce in public now, version 2, and then like I don't know, dubstep drop goes to the music. And no, I didn't mean. I don't mean that. At a dubstep
wrong.
concert.
So
How to
wrong.
drop
Wait for the-
deuce when playing dubstep.
Or it's like at a concert, no one will know.
You know what the worst YouTube hole that I kind of fell into? You know
What?
what that resulted in?
Go ahead.
That stupid ass Friday music video.
Oh god.
I found that before anyone had actually told me about it, and then sure enough, by the time I was ready to kind of discuss it with someone and tell them what I had been exposed to, they had already seen it.
Sounds like you were a victim to some.
I was a fucking victim. Like, you've seen that video. You've heard that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't kind of want to go any further because for anyone who hasn't heard that song, I feel like they're sheltered.
Yeah. Keep the innocence.
Well, now they're ruined.
So speaking of,
I really like the Day 9 version of that song, the Fun Day Monday one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually fantastic.
I can't believe that girl's so famous
Yeah.
because it's such a goddamn stupid song.
Gotta get down on Friday, bro.
Thanks, America.
No, I'm kidding.
Wow. All right. Bye, viewership.
I
guys
love
are-
each and every one of you.
You guys are our neighbors.
Yeah. We're keeping your head warm.
We're
As
we're
your
a
hat.
Duke now. Like we're just
Canada.
No, you can't say
America's
toque.
hat.
No, I've been told. It's like, yo, do you guys wear toques? Like,
Yeah.
you like a fucking beanie? Like, they'll be like, I'm like, yeah, okay, sorry, I meant like a beanie. Like,
Oh.
because I don't know, I feel bad. I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Do you mean a fucking beanie?
Well, okay, they don't say it so
The
angrily.
way you describe that is like they're really
Actually,
really
anybody,
offended and angry.
even across the pond, have been told. Like,
Across
beanies.
the pond.
Yeah, so anyway, side thing. Going back to the story. Speaking of updates, PlayStation 3's update now has 4.30, and the biggest thing is that I remember leaving my PlayStation on to do folding at home, which was that thing that had, like the molecules going, and now I think they just had it running in the background or something when you're in PlayStation Home or some
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
shit. That is dead. It's gone. It's out.
Really?
Taken out. And they said,
Wait,
thanks,
what's gone? Sorry.
The folding at home. The thing that would like do molecule testing to like solve things like cancer.
What
Okay.
the hell?
They're like put your computing of your PS3 to work for science
Yeah.
while you were not using it when it's idling, and that's gone. They said thanks for contributing over 100 million hours.
Holy shit.
So
People were
Because the cell processors.
yeah,
work in tandem.
and I don't know if they have a number for about how many people went for it, but yeah, no, 100 million hours, which is kind of crazy. Contributing greatly to Stanford's University Alzheimer's disease research. So
It's pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's kind of sad that it's gone, but and speaking of something that has to do with genetics, our Genix, Team Meat has announced their new game for the iOS.
The one teaser
Yeah.
piece of art they released for that looks
And
fantastic.
it's a game about cats.
I
dot,
actually
dot,
haven't
dot.
even seen this yet.
It's
It's
a
called Mutagenics.
yeah, and it's a cat with like another like fetus cat out of its face.
Oh my
And then the
God.
fetus cat is saying hi and has a smiley face.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It is. Yes,
and
it
it's-
is.
And the title is Mutagenics, a game about cats. And then ellipses, kinda.
Duh, I love it.
So that's gonna be coming out at some point.
I love that
but
studio.
I like it. It looks really happy.
Have they not announced a expected release at all? Or?
Nope.
They just like, yo,
Soon?
we came up with this.
Oh, info
Here's a
soon.
picture.
I like in the background you can kind of see like a clown. There's like a dude with like a king hat or something, and there's like some weird person and this person with dreads or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'd
gonna be
imagine
awesome.
those are all mutated cats.
Yeah. Dread cats, clown cats. Yeah.
Dread.
Speaking of cats, there's some crazy cats in Hong Kong. Sleeping Dogs is DLC. Point is, it's gonna be a Halloween DLC.
Looks awesome.
It's called Nightmare in North Point, and I don't know how expensive it is actually. It's coming out for the 360, PS3, and
How much was on Dead Nightmare?
$20?
No.
They released that
It
as
must
its
have been
own,
15.
I'm pretty sure they
Maybe.
released it as. Didn't they release it?
No,
at
it was
20?
16,000 points.
Really?
16,000 points, eh?
Well, I didn't buy,
1,600.
Jeez.
The game was your Xbox.
No kidding.
I didn't buy it for that.
Yeah.
I
They released
waited for
a,
No,
Yeah.
they had sales. Where it was 100.
Standalone came out as well, right?
Yeah.
For that one?
Yeah, it had all
That
the
was
DLC on the
$29.99.
disc.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, but
And
the,
you
like,
could
didn't-
actually play it on its own. Yes.
That's what I got, and I was
Okay,
like, "Oh,
okay.
So it
throw this
had
into
the
my
Undead
game.
Nightmare single player,
Yeah.
and then in the
Multiplayer.
free room and all that, and then it had the regular Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, but with all the
Yeah.
added.
I was
DLC.
pissed that I bought that and I put it in. I'm like, good, it's gonna install it. What? It was just loaded up. I was like, okay, well, damn it. But
Just add to your disc collection.
yeah, to throw it back on
Pretty
there.
much.
Never to open it up again. Anyway, this DLC is gonna be about kind of like Asian inspired horror as well as like kung fu.
There's a great
classic movies.
yeah.
and
There's a
stuff,
great
so.
it's called Hong Kong horror.
This
And
thing?
well, that's what it's
Oh, okay.
inspired from. It's
I
like
thought
a-
it was like Nightmare in the North, bro.
no,
North
it's
Point?
Hong Kong horror is the horror genre that it's based off of. So
Okay,
I'm really excited to see
fair enough.
how that will play out.
Yeah, so that's coming out. Other than that, PlanetSide finally has a launch for late November, PlanetSide 2. So I'm excited for that. November 20th, it will be coming out. And they gave out a stat. Beta testers have fired 2.87 billion projectiles
Jeez.
so far.
It's always
Sounds
awesome
weird
when they.
to me.
I like the word projectile.
Well, when they always
Vomiting.
actually
No.
measure stuff like this, it's hilarious because they always have ridiculous numbers like that.
Crazy stats.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those have been
And they're
fired.
usually surprising. Like this, like you remember they released those Mass Effect 2 stats a while back,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, only like 42% of people actually finish the game.
Yeah.
It's like what?
It makes it sound kind of bad. Like, is it because people just really didn't like the game, or?
It's weird.
It's
Those
yeah.
Mass
I don't know.
Effect
People
stuff was
people might buy
crazy.
it, be like, "Yo, it's gonna be crazy like Gears of War thing." Nope, this is going to be story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But no, I think a lot of those projectiles are probably shot through the world because most of the time during the beta when I'd spawn, you'd be like half in the ground and you'd kind of shoot to be like, is it lagging? No, is it? No, it's good. So yeah, I think a lot of it is probably that.
Just the standard, like I'm gonna pull the trigger and see what's
see
up
what
with this
happens.
game.
it's good. It's, no, it's,
How's this
okay, no, it's good.
gunfire?
It's good. It's good.
Oh, by the way, I watched a bunch of video on what is it, DayZ.
Yeah.
I'm
What'd you
frightened.
Frightened. Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
I actually put even more screenshots out this week for that. It's out of a hospital, I think, and they
Game
look
is
really
messed
good.
up.
So
Did you see? Did we show you that YouTube video of the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
just?
they did.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dan
it
showed
was.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Shit's so frightening.
I can't wait to see what War Z is going to be like. Actually, we'll probably have some footage up of that on October 31st when the beta starts.
Hey Kumar, I need you to stop dying.
So check that out. Other than that, that is it for stories. I'm just going to go ahead and load up the new releases because I totally forgot to open that tab.
we always forget.
Always forget.
Never
always
forget.
Never remember.
What the hell?
So let's see. Wow, there's a lot of shit coming out this week, apparently. So let's see if we can name
lot of
some
stuff
off.
or a lot of shit?
lot of shit.
Just a bunch
No,
of
a
garbage.
lot of stuff. We have the Killzone trilogy on the PSN and PS3.
We've got shit the game.
We have Jetpack Joyride dropping on PC. Actually, that's
Oh
pretty
really?
cool.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Sick.
That's
apparently.
amazing.
Allegedly, yeah.
It's gonna be free?
By
The
like,
iOS
no idea.
version is free.
I
is
have
it,
no
is it
idea.
coming out of Steam though? Or
I'm not 100% at all sure.
Okay,
of
well, can
any-
you find out and get
any-
back to us?
I could totally try to. We can see if we can fucking. I can't do fucking anything right now. I don't know. It says browser, I think. So I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. There's a lot of weird iOS games that appear to be showing up on this. Oh, it's Windows 8. It's gonna be Windows 8, obviously, because Windows 8 is dropping next week. This is why it says this.
We had such a great realization.
So Windows 8 is gonna have Jetpack Joyride, Cut the Rope. Okay,
That's
iPhone
because
games.
all the Surface tablets are coming out too.
yeah,
Yeah,
iPhone,
yeah, sure.
iPhone games. Gonna
that makes sense.
Skip all them bitches.
More accurately, iPad games because it's a tablet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
do you guys
Apparently, What the Fuck Winback is coming out for the PSN.
Seriously?
Isn't that an N64 game?
Yeah, Winback
Yeah.
was a 64 game.
Yes. Okay. I'm down. Let's see here. Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus.
What?
Xbox Live Arcade.
Are you joking right now?
No.
Like, what is that title?
No. Unfinished Swan for the PSN. If ever you actually had. Oh, this is this week's shit. What the fuck is happening?
What are you reading then?
This is this week's. How
And
did we
last
not do
week's.
this last? Okay, well, I clicked on one and it spread out too fast. Next week, we've got Assassin's Creed 3, Need for Speed.
Woo!
Assassin's Creed Trippity Thop.
Sir, contain your enjoyment, or else you're going to spoil the game for me.
Wow.
I have no idea.
You're not even gonna play that till November.
No, I know.
Are you guys excited?
Me and
for it?
Devin are we're gonna have an Assassin's Creed cast.
That
You're gonna be sitting here and be like,
don't,
no, you guys,
don't,
Stop it!
don't,
Stop it!
stop. Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing.
I don't even know what you're saying. So Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out for the PSN, PS3, and 360. PSN as a downloadable, so you can get day one downloadables on PSN. Whee! Need for Speed Most Wanted is actually coming out for the PC, PS Vita, 360, PSN, and PC.
Wait a minute. Crossplay?
Still
I have
most
no
wanted.
idea.
Probably not,
I have
knowing
no idea.
Sony, because they don't know how to do anything.
Devin's personal favorite, WWE 13 is coming out.
Yes, buddy.
I have no idea. I've never played a wrestling game.
Zone of the Enders HD collection is coming out for the PS3 and 360. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is coming out on the Vita, which was that thing that was supposed to launch. My personal favorite, and that I'm really, really freaking happy about. Yes, it is a matter of that. It is Natural Selection 2 is going to be coming out for Steam. Meow. So excited. Meow.
Meow.
Okay. Lego Lord of the Rings is coming out for the PS3, 360, 3DS, fuck everything.
Wait, hold on. That's actually a thing?
Yeah.
That sounds
Oh, I
amazing.
thought it was like
a spoof.
weird Photoshop
Spoof
mock-ups.
and a goof.
Nope.
So Okami's coming out for the PSN. Avengers Battle for Middle Earth. Oh no, for Earth. Sorry. Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth 360.
Battle for Middle
What a
Earth.
crossover.
Yeah.
Lego Marvel Avengers Battle for Middle Earth.
We have to protect the Shire.
Sports Champions 2, Connect Trading, some other stuff. Smart as something else. Something called PID, which looks cool, I guess.
Pid.
And that's it.
Pid.
That's it.
Halo
That's it.
4.
Next week is some crazy ass things, man. Natural Selection 2 next week. So excited.
Her.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anything last minute things you want to say before we do like what's that
Thank
word?
you guys for tuning in.
No, what's that word where we say things that we want to
Plugs?
plug? That's not a sound at all. That's a P. Yeah. I didn't even get to mess around with any of my views. I've just been chilling it on that one.
Yo, that's because that view is sweet.
That
Why
is
would
a
you
pretty
change
sweet-
it?
that's a pretty sweet view.
That is a pretty wicked view.
So once again, to anybody who's gotten this far, is there anything we want to?
Like, you have to, like, save that view and not alter it, so it's the same every time.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's gonna be. Is there anything you guys want to say for a sentence? If anybody gets this far in the podcast, psst. Psst. Psst.
What the hell is that noise?
Creeper. So, either creeper or psst, and your best rendition of psst. So, if you can type, that'd be cool. What is that? Poragh? Poragh. No, that's a.
You know what? The good thing about this podcast now,
that
Riccio,
machine gun?
is all of your Xbox will be completely up to date now.
If a creeper did that, it would explode, and a zombie comes out busting through the smoke with like an AK. Like, I'd be Minecraft's over for
Crap,
me.
what did I just do?
You started up Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for some reason.
Oh my god.
Is that even in my console? Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, but yeah, so psst, or creep, and
Thank
creeper.
you guys.
Also, does anybody in the channel have any questions?
Do
Actually,
you have any channel questions?
We had no questions on
No,
the
no
last
question.
podcast.
Oh,
so-
although we did say next time we were going to read the comments off. So
Oh,
the comments we have are from Skinned M on YouTube, or TT5 Skinned M. He says 49. Hi MCP. So I think he's making fun of the people who say first. One guy, the Psychotic Chipmunk says, "Great podcast, guys." Wow, you read him. T. Vias Raccoonus says,
Great show.
Alfred Winchester.
Smile
Wait, it's
face.
not Thievius Raccoonus, it's T-Vias?
Oh,
What?
the Vius. Oh, it's it's Thievius. I can't read. Thievius. That was really loud. I didn't realize this pad was going to be that loud.
Yeah,
Fucking Sly Cooper, what's
you
wrong
had
with
a
you?
hard time with that one there, right?
Yeah. Devious Raccoonus. What does he say, Devin?
Hello. Oh no, that was the other one. Great
Oh.
show.
Alfred
Stop
Wolf.
playing games on my account.
Alfred
I'm gonna have to
Winchester
delete them
Jr.
off my
says,
achievements
Hello.
list.
There you go.
Just
Perfect.
sign it as
So
yourself.
thanks.
Crikey.
Merrick's asking if you can plug YouTube channel. This chat box on the left is up for you guys, so don't
Yeah, I guess-
don't
Yeah.
put porn, but go for it. At least for now, until we get this with all the people. And then in which case, we're gonna moderate the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. I guess thanks for watching. Remember, psst, or creeper or whatever. Check out our dry runs for stuff. More FTL coming probably soon.
Yep.
And can we invite MCP onto the podcast?
Oh, I would love to do that.
Wait, Sarge may have a question. It's cool because we can say this now, and now they can see the chat. And they'll be like, wait, this dude actually has a question. He's not just stalling. Now we're stalling. All
You
right.
guys see this big ad space here? Look at this.
Can
If
I
you're
share Xbox
offline, look
360?
at what it looks
Wow.
like.
What about the other
Wow.
tabs?
We should get our face.
Also, you can't even pin things if you're offline.
What about your tabs? Like, go.
Scroll to another one.
What? Wow. What? Oh wow.
There's another one.
Jesus.
And another one. And another one.
Jesus. Okay.
They
wow.
all say the same thing. They're not even different.
This is how Microsoft tells you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, tell you to go lick your own balls. Like that's exactly what Microsoft.
Look, go to the right. Go online to discover games, apps, movies, and ads. Join the fun is so tiny. Like that should be a massive fucking arrow. Shouldn't it be?
Yes.
Shouldn't that be the most important
And
part?
look at how much space there is there too.
Oh my.
That girl
fucking-
looks like she's dropping one. She's not freaking jumping for joy.
And that guy looks like he just got it on his boot, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, this is weird.
So Sarge has a question. How do you feel about when developers come out and say they're going to change a known problem, then retract their statement? Retract. I thought I said redact for some reason.
That's okay. You're
And so I
good.
messed up both.
Okay.
Retract their statement because they feel it's good for the game. Hence, the dice incident.
Is there context for this? What's the dice incident?
Someone threw some dice.
No. I'm just gonna throw up
Oh.
Skyrim. Like the dude was probably like, that dragon flew through the building. That's kind of immersion breaking, right? No, man. Dragons are magical. I'm sorry, Skyrim. I really enjoy you though. They came out and said they were going to add color changing option because Battlefield 3 is all blue, and they retracted the decision.
Oh yeah, did you ever see those?
So yeah,
No.
people put out this mod to change the color because it looked
Filter
better.
issues because they have this, they have all this great color and stuff in Battlefield 3,
And less
but they put a
foliage.
filter over top of it. There's actually a filter coded in that you can remove out, and it makes it
Or
look
change.
amazing.
I don't know if you can remove it, but you can change it to be like, yeah, pretty much
Not
like mine. But
blue.
to do any of those changes means insta ban from Origin. So whatever. That kind of does bother me, especially because a lot of people on the PC version or PC have gotten used to like the older Counter-Strike games where you can kind of mod everything, or like the old Battlefield games where you can mod everything or add mods to the game and change it to however you like without, of course, hacking, but changing like models, especially in Counter-Strike where you change like guns, the side they were on, like put like a fucking chicken in your hand. Sorry, I was gonna try to choose my words there, or like change everybody to being like dinosaurs, or like I don't know, some weird shit that if you wanted to have fun you could go for it, but nowadays things are being locked up so you
Just
can't
hate
do
the
it.
shit out of it now.
And especially something like Battlefield where they want to go change that, and then people just kind of get
Banned.
banned, and yeah, I don't know, it's kind of shitty.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I've always thought it's that the games industry is really weird the way they interact with I don't know, their consumers, because there's a lot of just like it doesn't really happen with like movies or any other media that I can think about where it's just like, yo, this game's coming out this day. Nope.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I know
it's-
what you mean.
Or it's like, yeah, we'll fix this totally fucking broken thing. No.
This just in, actually, from Wednesday, October 24th at 8 a.m. Pacific, DICE changed their mind on Battlefield 3's color-changing grading option and will be adding Sling in the patch, so will allow you to remove it.
Oh, fucking goddamn it.
Not really that just this just in, but
Thanks, guys.
okay, so that's kind of cool. They're actually going back on it. Okay, that's what he meant. So they retract their statement because it's good for the game. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on the question, but
I think the general thought of the question was, do you hate when a company says that they're going to change something to a game,
or they
and then-
refuse to change
and
something.
they
or
refuse
even-
to change something?
I would say, yeah, that does kind of bother me, but a lot of the times, usually it does make sense. It's more like like I wish I could do it, but it's not that terrible. Like it
not
kind of makes
breaking.
sense. Like for example, I guess in Battlefield, you can kind of argue that now that the color tint is gone, maybe it's easier to see people or all that stuff.
But
Like, what's-
yeah, but also that it's such a weird idea to ask
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think people went and like asked them to change the tint on the screen in any movies recently because
No.
it's hard to watch. You know, it's a weird entitlement thing. I don't know.
I kind of agree.
I've
with-
always thought the industry's really weird that way.
agree with Dan.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a mixed sense because most of the time, when I've seen it, it's kind of made sense ish, or I've seen kind of their point for gaming wise at least. Because I know like movies, yeah, it's kind of the way they made it is the way they envisioned it. But when you approach it as a game, like sometimes people are used to being able to change it or make it their own kind of. I don't know. But
that's a weird kind of gray area, I guess.
Well, I look at it and I say like you should be. I mean, realistically,
Like I wonder how that happened.
the Battlefield thing.
No. Like the general industry thing
Like
where
this-
people want to change the thing they purchased.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes any sense.
Why is that for some reason like acceptable in the game industry when
It's not acceptable though. Like, how many people really actually go about doing it?
I think it's because when it's a movie, you're handed like a file, and of course you can go and video edit it yourself. But I mean, when it's a computer, you have you have the ability.
I don't like
to
the scene, I'm gonna edit it out.
Well, you have the ability, like for like the old Counter-Strike games, for example, you could go and like you'd have the files right there as like .wave
Yeah, you
files.
could
It's
just
like,
mod
well, I'm gonna
anything.
change this gun to sounding like a horse being like running, neighing or something. Not neighing, not being, but neighing or something.
I used to
So-
mod the shit out of CS.
Yeah, so that's like even CS would even give you the ability to like add your pictures to the game to spray paint them on walls.
Yeah,
so
you could skin things and everything. You could
Yeah.
skin
it was kind of like a
however
thing to customize and be your own persona online and do whatever you want. And then I guess now it's
I guess
kind of
there's
becoming a
more of an intimacy with video games compared
Yeah.
to movies, where a movie, the concept of a movie is this is more of a finished, like, it's not something that you can change without having change easily enough in a movie, unless you have the ability to film people.
Look at it this way: I think when films used to come out or they'd be shown, like you'd have a reel-to-reel thing, and it was like that was it. But if ever something is like, since computers, I guess, have kind of started, if someone handed you something, you'd instantly be able to change it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go like purchase something else. Like whatever you were handed was just good to go. So you could always change it. Movies maybe always had like another kind of layer of stuff you need to do to be able to. Does that make any sense? But
The door to entry for
maybe. I don't know.
for modding is, I feel, easier in.
Well, I wonder if I guess maybe the complaints only exist now because people are being stricter on
the ability
it's
to
the
mod.
ability to do it. Yeah.
The way I look at it is like, say a game like Battlefield, they're like, say they don't want to change the color. Now they are, but imagine if they wouldn't. I'd kind of understand their decision because I mean, if it's going to impact stuff online and it might change some sort of balance, well, that makes sense. But when you look at stuff like, for example, the Silent Hill HD versions, where they're like, oh, we're going to patch the PS3 version, we're going to patch the 360 version, and then they kind of went back and they're like, 360 version, we're sorry, you're fucked. Like,
Well, yeah, that's one of the
that's
weird
one of the things, like,
that
oh,
I'm
well,
talking
shit,
about. Like, for some reason,
Yeah, that's like
also like we released a totally broken product with the promise.
Yeah, like that-
initially,
that I'm
like
against.
up front, we are gonna fix this, but then just like randomly down the line, being like, no, we don't have to do this.
yeah,
You-
No,
we
we
already
don't
have
care.
your-
we
we
don't
already have your
really
money.
care. Yeah, like
We have
Yeah.
your money. We don't have to fulfill our promise.
yeah,
on,
like that bothers
That's
me.
weird.
Like, yeah, it is very weird.
Especially because it's their kind of own problem that they decided to even put it out in a shitty fashion. That's what I mean. Is like things like Battlefield, where it's like a decided decision, but the game still works. It's just like, oh, people want to be able to tweak it. Then I kind of understand. But if it's like something that impacts something huge in the game, like you got to fix this, and they're like, nah, it's not really up. We don't have the money for it. We don't really want to invest time in it. It's like
We've got this other thing we're
screwing
working
people
on.
over to buy your product. But yeah, I don't know. It depends. I think it's really situation based. But yeah,
It's weird.
We had
The gaming industry is a weird.
yeah.
It's a very
thing.
weird beast.
We had another really good question actually from Dokat in the chat.
Yeah, it's a while back at this point. but yeah.
So I'm gonna actually try to highlight it here. It says, any games that you wish could have lived that died, or at least games that were more popular than they were, and maybe had like a second one, or maybe were, I don't know, better when they came out.
I wish there was a new Advanced Wars released every 10 minutes.
Ooh. That'd
Every
be
10
hard.
minutes?
That'd be hard. But
Why
I
don't
think
they just
could do
release
it.
one and just patch it every 10 minutes?
Great.
Would that work?
Yeah, if more people will play it. Also, I want a Rogue Squadron sequel. Jesus Christ.
I want
please.
a friggin' Republic Commando sequel.
No, who fucking... I want the Star Wars flight sim to come back.
Like, maybe it could be part of...
That's a
Republic
shooter.
Commando.
Whatever. No. It's just flight
Tell-
sim.
I'm telling you, it could potentially be a part of Republic Commando.
I'm trying to find the game that I'm thinking of. It's a game that I don't have installed right now, but I can't search for that. It's that racing game there that was really good. Blur. I really enjoyed Blur.
That
and,
studio's dead.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I wish.
So is the Rogue Squadron
I
studio.
know.
So.
But I wish Blur would have had.
Because they made Layer. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that one was coming.
But I wish somebody said Star Wars Battlefront 3, but he said Field. But anyway,
a lot of people want that.
No, but Blur would have been was
Who
so
cares? That's
fun.
a shooter. I want my flight sim.
Yeah, but I know Blur was really fun. It was like Mario Kart, but it felt really good. I I don't know. It was just awesome on so many different levels. The multiplayer was great.
Was that the Disney design one?
No, that's pure.
That's pure.
Yeah.
No, isn't that
Also split second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
split second. Sorry.
I
Both.
think yeah. I think I'm
Pure
but-
was also really good.
Yeah, pure. Actually, yeah, I really enjoyed pure too. But yeah, no, Blur would be something that I wish would have actually kept going, because that was really good. And one day I'm hoping that Activision's going to be like, let's try it again. But no,
I hope they make a sequel to Hexic.
actually, I think Blur could be their answer to.
They did, didn't they?
don't
There's a Hexic 2.
I don't know. Did
Yeah,
they?
I think so.
For audio listeners, Kumar's playing Hexic HD
got
right
new
now.
modes.
Wait, Activision, does it have any racing games, like crazy ones? Because I mean, EA has Need for Speeds and all that stuff, and Burnout. I think Activision should go back to Blur and be like, "Yo, we have something for you guys."
But I don't know if there would be the basis to.
Who publishes
warrant-
Dirt? Is that Activision?
Codemasters and somebody
Yeah.
else. Maybe actually just I don't know. That's actually a good question. I don't know. But Devin's gonna probably look that up.
What's the what are you looking for?
Dirt.
But that'd be definitely something that I wish would be remade. The guy actually who asked the question in the chat, Docat, says he wished there would be another Conquer game.
Yeah.
Live and Reloaded was a really good remake for it, and I wish Rare was actually still making games, not just Avatar items and stuff.
Well, wasn't there like a story a little while back of them re-releasing Killer Instinct?
Oh yeah, they reclaimed the rights or something, or renewed it or something with not EA, Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. But
I was amazing at that game.
I love it. The Xbox started with Cameo and Perfect Dark Zero, both Rare games.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Cameo?
you
But then
talking
Microsoft
about-
stopped giving.
And then it was
a
like, oh, you guys had your run. That's it. Oh no, Viva Pinata as well. Viva Pinata was really good.
Oh wow, self developed and self published.
There you go, Codemasters. Codemasters.
The Neon engine.
Search, just Google Activision racing game. See what
Yeah.
comes up.
I'd actually be interested in knowing. I guess James Bond, that game that had the few racing scenes in it.
That were made by Bizarre.
Yeah. Then they made Blur and they fucking died.
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone. That's what it was.
They actually made that whole game. They didn't just make the racing.
Yeah, I
scenes.
know, but
And then they
I felt
closed
bad
them.
that they're like, yo, you guys made like Project Gotham and everything, and then it was just like, you guys should make a James Bond game. You didn't do good.
Kumar,
You didn't.
before you start this.
It's okay, never mind.
Okay.
And then it was
I just realized.
what's happening?
Thank
He
you.
was
Dan.
going to start entering in his password.
Anyway,
I just broadcast it out to you.
so there was like, oh, you guys make really good racing games. You should make a James Bond game. I was like, that doesn't sound like that's going to cater to their strengths.
Not
but,
at all.
Okay, and then they failed on that one. It was like, all right, well, you guys are gone.
There will never be another Geometry Wars.
Yeah, it was like, what? Why?
Sadly.
That was your fault.
At least on the bright side, they finished on a high note.
Blur is still so far freaking
No, they
really high
didn't. Their
note for
last
me.
game was James Bond Bloodstone.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
Yep.
right. They finished with Geometry Wars on a high stone.
High note. The Xbox downloadable high note.
Absolutely.
That's weirdly specific.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like fucking yeah, I wish. But yeah.
Did you find anything, Devin?
I have the whole list of Activision.
Someone
games.
asks, what game series do you wish never existed?
Dan probably knows this answer
That's a
for me.
tough one. That's a tough one.
Oh man.
All of the Slender games because they.
I'm pretty sure you told me. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't remember
I know
what it is
Jeff
either.
would say Resistance.
Yeah, Jeff would say Resistance very quickly, actually.
I don't know. I don't hate any games that much. Skyrim, no. No, that's the
The Elder Scrolls.
No, I
Oh
love.
God.
I love them despite my rage. It was just like this hour of like this is shit, but the entire time that I stopped was like I want to go back. So it's not bad.
Okay, I just want to list something in the Activision, like list of games they've produced. They have the ones that actually came out in blue, and then the ones that didn't come out in red, and they made 3 different Shrek 2 games.
Seriously?
Shrek 2, Shrek 2 Beg for Mercy, Shrek 2 Team Action.
They were
I want to
determined to
point
make
out
that shit work.
the 2 failed ones are Game Boy Advance and Windows.
Yep.
The other one is actually the other one's for Windows as well.
Yeah.
That actually came out.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
Civilization. They've also got Space Shuttle: A Journey into Space, Atari in 1983.
that's a good racing game. You race the space race
There's
racing.
there's one game called Spider Fighter.
Spider Fighter?
Spider Fighter.
All right, so I think we should end this. Those have been some good questions.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of Star Trek games.
This has been a really good crazy podcast. Once again, if you guys have listened to this far, the creeper sound or creeper will do. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to submit some
Wipe
to
out.
the YouTube. Submit some to our Twitter. which I'm gonna double check to make sure we didn't actually miss any questions there, and that is a no. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a review if you guys want to. It would really help us.
Did we point out that we've had Devin's Twitter name wrong?
Yeah, we pointed that out last week.
Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah.
They made a Wu-Tang Clan game.
Yeah, it was a fighting game. But anyways, it's been fun, everybody. If you guys enjoy the video version on YouTube, please let us know. And yeah, to everyone who's listening, thanks for listening or watching.
Hopefully
also.
you've enjoyed the mishmash of Xbox Live Arcade games
Yeah.
that have been played here.
Yeah. And I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Sompy.
And I'm Kumar.
Take it easy.
Those are really shitty cannons.
I'm gonna try to block this, but it's only gonna block the bottom right.